question and said, that's not the way we think about it. Is that right? Or is it your experience that Facebook estimates and puts a value on how much money they get from users in general? I'll get to kids in a second. Is that a motivating force for them?
Based on what I saw in terms of allocation of integrity spending, so one of the things disclosed in the Wall Street Journal was that I believe it's like 87% of all the misinformation spending is spent on English, but only about like 9% of the users are English speakers. It seems that Facebook invests more in users who make them more money, even though the danger may not be evenly distributed based on profitability.
Does it make sense that having a younger person get hooked on social media at a young age makes them more profitable over the long term as they have a life ahead of them?
Facebook's internal documents talk about the importance of getting younger users, for example, tweens, onto Instagram, like Instagram kids, because they need to have, they know that children bring their parents online, things like that. And so they understand the value of younger users for the long-term success of Facebook.
Facebook reported advertising revenue to be $51.58 per user last quarter in the US and Canada. When I asked Ms. Davis how much of that came from Instagram users under 18, she wouldn't say. Do you think that teens are profitable for their company?
I would assume so, based on advertising for things like television. Substantially higher advertising rates for customers who don't yet have preferences or habits. So I'm sure there are some of the more profitable users on Facebook, but I do not work directly on that.
Another major issue that's come out of this, eating disorders. Studies have found that eating disorders actually have the highest mortality rate of any mental illness for women. And I led a bill on this with Senators Kavanaugh and Baldwin that we passed into law. And I'm concerned that this algorithms that they have pushes outrageous content, promoting anorexia and the like. I know it's personal to you. Do you think that their algorithms push some of this content to young girls?
Facebook knows that the engagement-based ranking, the way that they pick the content in Instagram for young users, for all users, amplifies preferences. And they have done something called a proactive incident response, where they take things they've heard, for example, like, can you be led by the algorithms to anorexia content? And they have literally recreated that experiment themselves and confirmed, yes, this happens to people. So Facebook knows that they are leading young users to anorexia content.
Do you think they are deliberately designing their product to be addictive beyond even that content?
Facebook has a long history of having a successful and very effective growth division, where they take little tiny tweaks and they constantly are trying to optimize it to grow. That those kinds of stickiness could be construed as things that facilitate addiction.
Right. Last thing I'll ask is, we've seen this same kind of content in the political world. You brought up other countries and what's been happening there. On 60 Minutes, you said that Facebook implemented safeguards to reduce misinformation ahead of the 2020 election, but turned off those safeguards right after the election. And you know that the insurrection occurred January 6th. Do you think that Facebook turned off the safeguards because they were costing the company money, because it was reducing profits?
Facebook has been emphasizing a false choice. They've said the safeguards that were in place before the election implicated free speech. The choices that were happening on the platform were really about how reactive and twitchy was the platform, right? Like how viral was the platform. And Facebook changed those safety defaults in the run-up to the election because they knew they were dangerous. And because they wanted that growth back, they wanted the acceleration of the platform back after the election, they returned to their original defaults. And the fact that they had to break the glass on January 6th and turn them back on, I think that's deeply problematic.
Agree. Thank you very much for your bravery in coming forward.
Senator Tillman. Thank you, Mr. Chair and Ranking Member Blackburn. I've been arguing for some time that it is time for Congress to act. And I think the question is always, what is the correct way to do it, the right way to do it, consistent with our First Amendment right to free speech. This committee doesn't have jurisdiction over the antitrust issue. That's the Judiciary Committee. And I'm not averse to looking at the monopolistic nature of Facebook, honestly. I think that's a real issue that needs to be examined and perhaps addressed as well. But at least under this committee's jurisdiction, there are a couple of things I think we can do. And I have a piece of legislation, Senators Blackburn and Blumenthal are both co-sponsors, called the Filter Bubble Transparency Act. And essentially what it would do is give users the options to engage with social media platforms without being manipulated by these secret formulas that essentially dictate the content that you see when you open up an app or log on to a website. We also, I think, need to hold big tech accountable by reforming Section 230. And one of the best opportunities, I think, to do that, at least in a bipartisan way, is the Platform Accountability and Consumer Transparency, or the PACT Act, and that's legislation that I've co-sponsored with Senator Schatz, which, in addition to stripping Section 230 protections for content that a court determines to be illegal, the PACT Act would also increase transparency and due process for users around the content moderation process. And importantly, in the context we're talking about today with this hearing, with a major big tech whistleblower, the PACT Act would explore the viability of a federal program for big tech employees to blow the whistle on wrongdoing inside the companies where they work. And in my view, we should encourage employees in the tech sector like you to speak up about questionable practices in big tech companies, so we can, among other things, ensure that Americans are fully aware of how social media platforms are using artificial intelligence and opaque algorithms to keep them hooked on the platform. So let me, Ms. Haugen, just ask you, we've learned from the information that you provided that Facebook conducts what's called engagement-based ranking, which you described as very dangerous. Could you talk more about why engagement-based ranking is dangerous, and do you think Congress should seek to pass legislation like the Filter Bubble Transparency Act that would give users the ability to avoid engagement-based ranking altogether?
Facebook is going to say, you don't want to give up engagement-based ranking. You're not going to like Facebook as much if we're not picking out the content for you. That's just not true. There are a lot of, Facebook likes to present things as false choices. Like, you have to choose between having lots of spam. Like, let's say, imagine we ordered our feeds by time, like on iMessage or on, there are other forms of social media that are chronologically based. You're going to say, you're going to get spammed, like you're not going to enjoy your feed. The reality is that those experiences have a lot of permutations. There are ways that we can make those experiences where computers don't regulate what we see, we together socially regulate what we see. But they don't want us to have that conversation, because Facebook knows that when they pick out their content that we focus on using computers, we spend more time on their platform, they make more money. The dangers of engagement-based ranking are that Facebook knows that content that elicits an extreme reaction from you is more likely to get a click, a comment, or reshare. And it's interesting because those clicks and comments and reshares aren't even necessarily for your benefit. It's because they know that other people will produce more content if they get the likes and comments and reshares. They prioritize content in your feed so that you will give little hits of dopamine to your friends so they will create more content. And they have run experiments on people, producer side experiments, where they have confirmed this.
So you and your part of the information you provided the Wall Street Journal, it's been found that Facebook altered its algorithm in an attempt to boost these meaningful social interactions, or MSI. But rather than strengthening bonds between family and friends on the platform, the algorithm instead rewarded more outrage and sensationalism. And I think Facebook would say that its algorithms are used to connect individuals with other friends and family that are largely positive. Do you believe that Facebook's algorithms make its platform a better place for most users, and should consumers have the option to use Facebook and Instagram without being manipulated by algorithms designed to keep them engaged on that platform?
I strongly believe, like, I've spent most of my career working on systems like engagement-based ranking. Like, when I come to you and say these things, I'm basically damning 10 years of my own work, right? Engagement-based ranking, Facebook says we can do it safely because we have AI. You know, the artificial intelligence will find the bad content that we know our engagement-based ranking is promoting. They've written blog posts on how they know engagement-based ranking is dangerous, but the AI will save us. Facebook's own research says they cannot adequately identify dangerous content, and as a result, those dangerous algorithms, they admit, are picking up the extreme sentiments and vision they can't protect us from the harms that they know exist in their own system. So I don't think it's just a question of saying, should people have the option of choosing to not be manipulated by their algorithms? I think if we have appropriate oversight or if we reform 230 to make Facebook responsible for the consequences of their intentional decisions, I think they would definitely change this constraint because it is causing teenagers to be exposed to more anorexia content. It is pulling families apart. And in places like Ethiopia, it's literally fanning ethnic violence. I encourage reform of these platforms, not picking and choosing individual ideas, but instead making the platforms themselves safer, less twitchy, less reactive, less viral, because that's how we scalably solve these problems.
Thank you. Ms. Chair, I would simply say let's get to work. Thanks. I agree. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Ranking Member. Thank you for your courage in coming forward. Was there a particular moment when you came to the conclusion that reform from the inside was impossible and that you decided to be a whistleblower?
There was a long series of moments where I became aware that Facebook faced conflicts of interest between its own profits and the common good, public safety, that Facebook consistently chose to prioritize its profits. I think the moment at which I realized we needed to get help from the outside, that the only way these problems would be solved is by solving them together, not solving them alone, was when civic integrity was dissolved following the 2020 election. It really felt like a betrayal of the promises that Facebook had made to people who had sacrificed a great deal to keep the election safe by basically dissolving our community and integrating it into just other parts of it.
And when I know their response is that they've sort of distributed the duties.
Yeah.
That's an excuse, right?
I cannot see into the hearts of other men. I don't know what.
Well, let me say it this way: it won't work, right?
And I can tell you that when I left the company, so the people who I worked with were disproportionately, maybe 75% of my pod of 7 people. Those are product managers, program managers. Most of them had come from civic integrity. All of us left the inauthentic behavior pod, either for other parts of the company or the company entirely over the same 6-week period of time. So 6 months after the reorganization, we had clearly lost faith that those changes were coming.
You said in your opening statement that they know how to make Facebook and Instagram safer. So, thought experiment. You are now the chief executive officer and chairman of the company. What changes would you immediately institute?
I would immediately establish a policy of how to share
To young girls.
Facebook knows that the engagement-based ranking, the way that they pick the content in Instagram for young users, for all users, amplifies preferences. And they have done something called a proactive incident response, where they take things that they've heard, for example, like, can you be led by the algorithms to anorexia content? And they have literally recreated that experiment themselves and confirmed, yes, this is what happens to people. So Facebook knows that they are leading young users to anorexia content.
Do you think they are deliberately designing their product to be addictive beyond even that content?
Facebook has a long history of having a successful and very effective growth division, where they take little tiny tweaks and they constantly are trying to optimize it to grow. And those kinds of stickiness could be construed as things that facilitate addiction.
Right. Last thing I'll ask is, we've seen this same kind of content in the political world. You brought up other countries and what's been happening there. On 60 Minutes, you said that Facebook implemented safeguards to reduce misinformation ahead of the 2020 election, but turned off those safeguards right after the election. And you know that the insurrection occurred January 6th. Do you think that Facebook turned off the safeguards because they were costing the company money, because it was reducing profits?
Facebook has been emphasizing a false choice. They've said the safeguards that were in place before the election implicated free speech. The choices that were happening on the platform were really about how reactive and twitchy was the platform, right? Like how viral was the platform. And Facebook changed those safety defaults in the run-up to the election because they knew they were dangerous. And because they wanted that growth back, they wanted the acceleration of the platform back after the election, they returned to their original defaults. And the fact that they had to break the glass on January 6th and turn them back on, I think that's deeply problematic.
Agree. Thank you very much for your bravery in coming forward.
Senator Tillman. Thank you, Mr. Chair and Ranking Member Blackburn. I've been arguing for some time that it is time for Congress to act. And I think the question is always, what is the correct way to do it, the right way to do it, consistent with our First Amendment right to free speech. This committee doesn't have jurisdiction over the antitrust issue. That's the Judiciary Committee. And I'm not averse to looking at the monopolistic nature of Facebook, honestly. I think that's a real issue that needs to be examined, perhaps addressed as well. But at least under this committee's jurisdiction, there are a couple of things I think we can do. And I have a piece of legislation, Senators Blackburn and Blumenthal are both co-sponsors, called the Filter Bubble Transparency Act. And essentially what it would do is give users the options to engage with social media platforms without being manipulated by these secret formulas that essentially dictate the content that you see when you open up an app or log on to a website. We also, I think, need to hold big tech accountable by reforming Section 230. And one of the best opportunities, I think, to do that, at least in a bipartisan way, is the Platform Accountability and Consumer Transparency, or the PACT Act, and that's legislation that I co-sponsored with Senator Schatz, which, in addition to stripping Section 230 protections for content that a court determines to be illegal, the PACT Act would also increase transparency and due process for users around the content moderation process. And importantly, in the context we're talking about today with this hearing, with a major big tech whistleblower, the PACT Act would explore the viability of a federal program for big tech employees to blow the whistle on wrongdoing inside the companies where they work. In my view, we should encourage employees in the tech sector like you to speak up about questionable practices of big tech companies, so we can, among other things, ensure that Americans are fully aware of how social media platforms are using artificial intelligence and opaque algorithms to keep them hooked on the platform. So let me, Ms. Haugen, just ask you, we've learned from the information that you provided that Facebook conducts what's called engagement-based ranking, which you've described as very dangerous. Could you talk more about why engagement-based ranking is dangerous, and do you think Congress should seek to pass legislation like the Filter Bubble Transparency Act that would give users the ability to avoid engagement-based ranking altogether?
Facebook is going to say, you don't want to give up engagement-based ranking. You're not going to like Facebook as much if we're not picking out the content for you. That's just not true. There are a lot of, Facebook likes to present things as false choices. Like you have to choose between having lots of spam. Like let's imagine we ordered our feeds by time, like on iMessage or on, there are other forms of social media that are chronologically based. They're going to say, you're going to get spammed, like you're not going to enjoy your feed. The reality is that those experiences have a lot of permutations. There are ways that we can make those experiences where computers don't regulate what we see. We together socially regulate what we see. But they don't want us to have that conversation because Facebook knows that when they pick out their content that we focus on using computers, we spend more time on their platform, they make more money. Dangers of engagement-based ranking are that Facebook knows that content that elicits an extreme reaction from you is more likely to get a click, a comment, or reshare. And it's interesting because those clicks and comments and reshares aren't even necessarily for your benefit. It's because they know that other people will produce more content if they get the likes and comments and reshares. They prioritize content in your feed so that you will give little hits of dopamine to your friends so they will create more content. And they have run experiments on people, producer-side experiments, where they have confirmed this.
So you and your part of the information you provided the Wall Street Journal, it's been found that Facebook altered its algorithm in an attempt to boost these meaningful social interactions, or MSI. But rather than strengthening bonds between family and friends on the platform, the algorithm instead rewarded more outrage and sensationalism. And I think Facebook would say that its algorithms are used to connect individuals with other friends and family that are largely positive. Do you believe that Facebook's algorithms make its platform a better place for most users, and should consumers have the option to use Facebook and Instagram without being manipulated by algorithms designed to keep them engaged on their platform?
I strongly believe, like I've spent most of my career working on systems like engagement-based ranking. Like when I come to you and say these things, I'm basically damning 10 years of my own work, right? Engagement-based ranking, Facebook says we can do it safely because we have AI. You know, the artificial intelligence will find the bad content that we know our engagement-based ranking is promoting. They've written blog posts on how they know engagement-based ranking is dangerous, but the AI will save us. Facebook's own research says they cannot adequately identify dangerous content, and as a result, those dangerous algorithms that they admit are picking up the extreme sentence and division. They can't protect us from the harms that they know exist in their own system. So I don't think it's just a question of saying, should people have the option of choosing to not be manipulated by their algorithms? I think if we had appropriate oversight, or if we reformed 230 to make Facebook responsible for the consequences of their intentional ranking decisions, I think they would get rid of engagement-based ranking, because it is causing teenagers to be exposed to more anorexia content. It is pulling families apart. And in places like Ethiopia, it's literally fanning ethnic violence. I encourage reform of these platforms, not picking and choosing individual ideas, but instead making the platforms themselves safer, less twitchy, less reactive, less viral, because that's how we scalably solve these problems.
Thank you, Ms. Chair. I would simply say let's get to work. We got something we can do here. Thanks.
I agree. Thank you, Senator John.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Ranking Member. Thank you for your courage in coming forward. Was there a particular moment when you came to the conclusion that reform from the inside was impossible and that you decided to be a whistleblower?
There was a long series of moments where I became aware that Facebook conflicts of interest between its own profits and the common good, public safety, that Facebook consistently chose to prioritize its profits. I think the moment at which I realized we needed to get help from the outside, that the only way these problems would be solved is by solving them together, not solving them alone, was when civic integrity was dissolved following the 2020 election. It really felt like a betrayal of the promises that Facebook had made to people who had sacrificed a great deal to keep the election safe, by basically dissolving our community and integrating it just other parts of it.
And when I know their response is that they've sort of distributed the duties.
Yeah.
That's an excuse, right?
I cannot see into the hearts of other men. I don't know what they're.
Well, let me say it this way: you won't work, right?
And I can tell you that when I left the company, so the people who I worked with were disproportionately, maybe 75% of my pod of 7 people. Those are product managers, program managers. Most of them had come from civic integrity. All of us left the inauthentic behavior pod, either for other parts of the company or the company entirely over the same 6-week period of time. So 6 months after the reorganization, we had clearly lost faith that those changes were coming.
You said in your opening statement that they know how to make Facebook and Instagram safer. So, thought experiment. You are now the chief executive officer and chairman of the company. What changes would you immediately institute?
I would immediately establish a policy of how to share information and research from inside the company with appropriate oversight bodies like Congress. I would give proposed legislation to Congress saying, here's what an effective oversight agency would look like. I would actively engage with academics to make sure that people who are confirming are Facebook's marketing message is true have the information they need to confirm these things. And I would immediately implement the, quote, soft interventions that were identified to protect the 2020 election. So that's things like requiring someone to click on a link before resharing it, because other companies like Twitter have found that significantly reduces misinformation. No one is censored by being forced to click on a link before resharing it.
Thank you. I want to pivot back to Instagram's targeting of kids. We all know that they announced a pause But that reminds me of what they announced when they were going to issue a digital currency. And they got beat up by the U.S. Senate Banking Committee, and they said, never mind. And now they're coming back around, hoping that nobody notices that they are going to try to issue a currency. Now, let's set aside for the moment the sort of the business model, which appears to be gobble up everything, do everything. That's the growth strategy. Do you believe that they're actually going to discontinue Instagram Kids, or are they just waiting for the dust to settle?
I would be sincerely surprised if they do not continue working on Instagram Kids, and I would be amazed if a year from now we don't have this conversation again.
Why?
Facebook understands that if they want to continue to grow, they have to find new users. They have to make sure that the next generation is just as engaged with Instagram as the current one. And the way they'll do that is by making sure that children establish habits before they have good self-regulation.
By hooking kids.
By hooking kids. I would like to emphasize one of the documents that we sent in on problematic use examined the rates of problematic use by age, and that peaked with 14-year-olds. It's just like cigarettes. Teenagers don't have good self-regulation. They say explicitly, I feel bad when I use Instagram, and yet I can't stop. We need to protect the kids.
Just my final question. I have a long list of misstatements, misdirections, and outright lies from the company. I don't have the time to read them, but you're as intimate with all of these deceptions as I am, so I will just jump to the end. If you were a member of this panel, would you believe what Facebook is saying?
I would not believe. Facebook has not earned our right to just have blind trust in them. Trust is, last week, one of the most beautiful things that I heard on the committee was trust is earned, and Facebook has not earned our trust.
Thank you.
Thanks, Senator Schatz. Senator Rand, and then joined by the chair, Senator Campbell. She'll be next. We're going to break at about 11:30, if that's okay, because we have a vote. And then we'll reconvene. Okay.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. The conversation so far reminds me that you and I ought to resolve our differences and introduce legislation. So, as Senator Campbell said, let's go to work.
Our differences are very minor, or they seem very minor in the face of the revelations that we've now seen. So, we'll move forward, Senator Rand.
I share that view, Mr. Chairman. Thank you. Thank you very much for your testimony. What examples do you know? We've talked about particularly children, teenage girls specifically. But what other examples do you know about where Facebook or Instagram knew its decisions would be harmful to its users, but still proceeded with the plan and executed those harmful behavior?
Facebook's internal research is aware that there are a variety of problems facing children on Instagram that are, they know that severe harm is happening to children. For example, in the case of bullying, Facebook knows that Instagram dramatically changes the experience of high school. So when we were in high school, when I was in high school, most kids
You looked at me and changed your word.
Sorry. When I was in high school, most kids have positive home lives. Like, it doesn't matter how bad it is at school. Kids can go home and reset for 16 hours. Kids who are bullied on Instagram, bullying follows them home. It follows them into their bedrooms. The last thing they see before they go to bed at night is someone being cruel to them. Or the first thing they see in the morning is someone being cruel to them. Kids are learning that their own friends, like people who they care about them, are cruel to them. Like, think about how that's going to impact their domestic relationships when they become 20-somethings or 30-somethings. To believe that people who care about you are mean to you. Facebook knows that parents today, because they didn't experience these things, they never experienced this addictive experience with a piece of technology, they give their children bad advice. They say things like, why don't you just stop using it? And so that Facebook's own research is aware that children express feelings of loneliness and struggling with these things because they can't even get support from their own parents. I don't understand how Facebook can know all these things and not escalate it to someone like Congress for help and support in navigating these problems.
Let me ask the question in a broader way. Besides teenagers, or besides girls, or besides youth, are there other practices at Facebook or Instagram that are known to be harmful that we want to pursue?
Facebook is aware that choices it made in establishing like meaningful social interactions. So engagement-based ranking that didn't care if you bullied someone or committed hate speech in the comments. That was meaningful. They know that change directly changed publishers' behavior. That companies like BuzzFeed wrote in and said the content is most successful on our platform is some of the content we're most ashamed of. You have a problem with your ranking, and they did nothing. They know that politicians are being forced to take positions they know their own constituents don't like or approve of because those are the ones that get distributed on Facebook. That's a huge, huge negative impact. Facebook also knows that they admitted in public engagement-based ranking is dangerous without integrity and security systems, but then not rolled out those integrity and security systems to most of the languages in the world. And that's what causing things like ethnic violence.
Thank you for your answer. What is the magnitude of Facebook's revenues or profits that come from the sale of user data?
Oh, I'm sorry. I've never worked on that.
What regulations or legal actions by Congress or by administrative action do you think would have the most consequences or feared most by Facebook, Instagram, or by companies?
I strongly encourage reforming Section 230 to exempt decisions about algorithms, right? So modifying 230 around content, I think, it's very complicated because user-generated content is something that companies have less control over. They have 100% control over their algorithms. And
yeah, I heard that, but I've heard enough. I mean, we know we've been compromised. So let's start the show.
Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death.
I did 17 years, homie. Real tears on these words, homie. Hitting stay baloney, push-ups and hella top rhyming, hella notebooks with all my rhymes. It's like a map book from where I started. Ciphering, trying to be the hardest on the yard. Some of the hardest rappers got a never day. We'll never hug their mama, we'll never see they say. I feel blessed, so I'm rocking my loved ones. I left behind good count times and cold lunch. Yeah, mama, I'm on one. I'm free, painted words of expressions. See my smile, that's real, no fake shit. You would too if you seen it, the moves basic. Game made, heartbreak kid. Living in reality, man, 30 was some kid shit.
Last time I tried,
Damn,
your back.
they like 50 in that clip or better. Boy.
Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death. Trying to beat life cause I can't cheat death.
Yeah. I know that y'all know that we've been compromised. We've been compromised. Hey, but look, they've been doing that shit. Anytime you're talking about something that has something to do with elections and compromising and swinging votes and shit, we already know we being watched by the powers that be. But the question is, did you make any changes upon receipt of that knowledge? And if you did, what changes did you make? I can say personally, me, I could probably keep me an onion on that motherfucker. Keep me a onion tour or something. But I can't say I changed much. I don't post on Facebook as much, but maybe that's a ploy. Maybe they want you to not post on Facebook and go to Instagram. Then you spend most of your time over there. And then finally Instagram get compromised and then we go somewhere else. But we're being watched. So I guess I'll smoke while they watching me. One thing about prison, I can't say. Prison make you come out with the feeling like you being watched anyway. Because that's how you was in there. It was under a gun. It was always a set of eyes on you and that motherfucker. It was always a set of eyes on you. So you kind of come out with the same mind frame. So let me do something different. Let me get my shout outs. Shout out to Jay Williams. Shout out Crazy Nick. Shout out Tim Snow. Shout out Joey from Fetters Grove. Shout out Whack Deuce. Shout out X wherever you went. Shout out all my moderators in the 30 Nation. Who else I'm missing? Shout out Big Hurt. Shout out Nate Dogg. Just in case I might have just said the first time. I gotta say it again. That's the homie. Shout out Nate Dogg 916. Rest in peace, rest in peace, Andre Wade. I still ain't heard nobody say nothing about nothing. Not a funeral picture, not a nothing to Andre Wade. It's like he just fell out. We died and fell off the map. No, nothing. So if ain't nobody gonna say nothing about Andre Wade, even the people in this town or whatever, so somebody say something. Dre, I almost didn't do it. Hey, Dre, I almost didn't do it. I forgot.
Hello.
All right.
What's going down? Let me get my bleezy.
I got an interview this morning.
Where at?
Amazon.
Doing what?
Shit, fitting where I fit.
Dropping off packages and shit?
Shit, fit where I fit. If that's where I fit, I'm on it.
Yeah, I'm not saying don't fuck with it, but you know what I'm saying? Make sure you motherfuckers tell them niggas, look, man, I need to travel, man. Put me on, because they got them traveling jobs right now. They need people.
Is that right?
Not to travel, but I mean, to deliver and shit.
Shit, that's what I want to do.
Hell yeah, I was gonna sign for that shit too, but the crazy thing about it is, like, I'll get all the Sacramento shit, bro, because my phones are connected to Sacramento. But nigga, once I put in my address, they be like, no, fuck yeah, you're too far away. I'm like, fuck.
Man, did I miss somebody?
Django tripping. He wants to fight today.
Who?
Django's tripping. He wants to fight today.
He woke up frisky.
Django woke up like, nigga, what is? Nigga, what is? Like Scrappy Doo. Django woke up like fucking Scrappy Doo today, nigga.
Hey, let me see it.
Being in these hills.
Let me see it. Can you hold him and play? Can you hold him and play with him, or will he get on your shit?
Look, it's like he knows when I put the camera on him, he starts getting shy and shit. But right now, before you guys are on, he's right there and he was biting at my knee because yesterday I was fucking with him. So today he came out and I sat down and started biting on my shit. Like not biting, but like grabbing me. And then fucking if I get him and I grab him real quick, like real aggressive, fucking I'm like, go. And then he'll come back and he'll just wrap his thing around. And I'm like, Django, ow. And then he'll not like shake like he's really doing it, but you can tell he's playing too, because he'll grab my shit and he'll like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, nigga. Real shit. I'm not even fucking playing.
I knew a pit that knew exactly how much pressure to nip your ass. Right or anywhere around the waistline. That motherfucker get a hold and just it'll hurt, but it won't hurt. But they knew the right pressure to bite your ass.
That's how we did the German Shepherd. He knew enough. He was like, all right, I'm gonna damn near take his leg off. I'm not gonna take his leg off.
Do you hold him? Do you hold him still sometimes?
Who, Dingo?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We said Amazon Flex. Hey Jeff, don't think I didn't see that, because that seems like a safer alternative to beat the traffic. Let's see. Let's see. Amazon Flex. Deliver for Amazon Flex. Guides for newbies. Let me suck them titties, baby. Ooh. Oh, you gotta watch videos and shit. All right. Drake.
Oh yeah.
What you know about Amazon Flex?
That's what I was talking about.
You know about it? What's the difference? Is there a difference between that and, like, say, the Amazon driver that drives a truck, or
yeah, you drive that big ass blue truck.
You said you could ride your own car.
Yeah, you could use your own car too.
And it said Facebook's 100
You don't use your own car, bro. You think about it, that's if you want to put the wear and tear on your own car.
I am across the street, but I'm on the other phone. I can hear you.
Then you pick up that company G thing and be out, nigga. Roll in.
What's that? Facebook suffered a 7-hour blackout on Monday after an update to its core servers went awry.
Hello.
They said that was 47 billion. Damn, how Facebook policy helped wipe 47 billion from their share value. Damn, hey, Facebook they're going down. You know, that hit our age group, Dre. You know that, right? They say Facebook is like for old people. Now Instagram for old people too, though. And TikTok for them. All right, man. I'm about to get ready for this interview with Amazon. I said I had one blunt, and I'm gonna smoke that with y'all. Hey, Jeff, that's some good shit. It's a rental car, rent it up. All right, so let's see. Amazon Flex, Amazon Shopping. So that's the guides. So I gotta go back to Amazon. Snapchat. That shit. I ain't even heard nothing about Snapchat lately. I swear I haven't. I be on social media every day. I ain't not heard about Snapchat. I ain't heard about Snapchat since Kendall Brenner, whatever her name is, Kendall Jenner, since she posted some shit and broke the thing. I knew something was up there. She broke the thing. All she said is, I'm not messing with Snapchat no more, and they shares went down. Snapchat, all the young kids on that. I see. All right. So, Jeff, have you actually worked for Amazon before? I know that's working for Amazon, but I'm saying, did you go through the process and all that? Like, were you ever employed? Because I know that might be like a common job people look for. Amazon and Apple warehouse job. That seemed like a common job. Did y'all know who's the cow? Oh, I'm sitting here like it's other people on the thing. Dak Prescott got arrested for you Cowboy fans. He deliberately flouted Texas abortion laws. They arrested him on the field. I'm confused.
Cool. You had like a half a blunt or something? You got a blunt? I got a piece of this. I'm trying to fix my band, man.
Oh, this is some bullshit. This is bullshit. Hey, I'm sitting there like,
what the fuck is a play audible?
That's that fake news.
Hey, Droops, there you are. I had to tell you something, bro. I see you be dabbing. Get you one of these, dog.
Hey,
get you the Jeep.
Hey, that's funny. You don't have me on Instagram. You don't have me on fucking Instagram. I got that same exact fucking one. And then the next day I went and got me a lemonade one.
Well, why you be using the torch then?
I'm old school, you know what I mean? I like dabbing. So, hey, man.
All right.
Hey,
my guy still does that. My guy
me and you need to talk. Hey, I really need to talk to you.
Well, get my number from Dirt.
Nigga, I gave you the time, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. Hey, you
why
can't
they
say
call you the Black Nazi? I gotta ask him why they call him the Black Nazi, man.
Thank you, big dog.
Because if he was a
I
white
was
man,
born in Germany, bro.
Because if he was a white man, he would be the white Nazi.
Why they call you the Black Nazi, man?
Hey,
he was born in Germany.
Oh, okay,
Look,
okay.
Yeah, he was born in Germany. Hey, that's funny that you got the green thumb one, right? Hey, Nick, fucking, I went to a smoke shop. I had to take that same one back because the battery wouldn't keep a charge. Yeah, so I got the lemonade one. So I got a yellow one. It just says it's the brand with lemonade instead of blue.
What setting do you like to use? The blue, the green, or the red?
Fuck, I don't know. I just whatever came on green. I just stick with green because Moonbeam has it on green when he has his. So I don't want to fuck with it.
Yeah, I like to use green too. Yeah,
is that a yours?
This has saved me a lot. I break a lot of nails and shit.
You know what?
I break a lot of shit, dog.
I just barely put it on the
Fucking
charger
bitch, boy.
this morning because it wasn't
Looking
fucking
at your
plugged
fucking
in.
van, faggot.
Yeah, I hate running out. Man.
But yesterday, Dirt trying to, oh, just take 4 back to back.
Somebody's got a lot of noise. You said what? What'd you say?
He said Dirt tried to scare me yesterday, like, oh, you ain't gonna take 4 back to back. He was trying to get me back, like that's a normal thing. This nigga was trying to get me back because I fucked up his week.
What happened with them animals? Was that you?
And nigga ate 2 worms and it fucked up his whole week. Look,
Hey,
he's
that shit hit Dirt
still,
like fentanyl. That shit hit Dirt
he
like
thought he
it
called
was
him fentanyl
fentanyl.
worms. Hey, don't be thinking shit like that.
That's the only way I can explain.
I
This nigga
thought
said
Dirt was
fentanyl worms.
ODing and shit. I caught you on a
There
couple
was
of
no
lives.
fentanyl in them worms.
Man.
Yo, hey, yo, I can dab on the go now, though, what?
Let me see. Hey, but those ain't, how much you pay for that one? Because you need to get the good ones. I see you. You need to get the good ones to actually get that effect. But those fucking little, like how Crazy said, the little nail thing, you're gonna run through them motherfuckers.
Bro,
That's
I
the only
be
reason I buy
breaking
that
them all
shit.
the time.
I want to see it. Let me see one.
It's what Moonbeam got. Remember when we went to the softball game, the thing that we had on the ground?
The little connector thing.
The connector thing, and then fucking we were just right there, like just blowing.
Yeah, okay, I remember.
Yeah, it's
I
that.
thought that was a
right now. You
seahorse.
gotta give me a second to get
No,
back in commission.
the seahorse is like fuck, we had Wolf. That's what Wolf brought.
That makes sense.
Hey,
I'm still not joining your dab gang.
Yeah,
guys,
you are.
Think of how yeah, he is.
You're gonna get.
Hey,
You're
well,
gonna get
while we at it, Nick, would you like to get initiated?
What's up, man?
Can you handle an initiation?
You ain't ready.
Of course.
Are you sure?
Oh shit! Oh shit! Now I hear initiation.
I don't know hesitation. What's up?
So, what do you think, Dirt? I don't know, man.
I think you can handle it.
What's up, man?
We're gonna have to do it in the midday because my wife's grandpa is across the street. He'll look at me funny if I bring out a torch and a big ass flash bomb.
That's good. He should.
So go to the back.
What these niggas on?
Ooh, you're right. I'll go inside my house.
Crazy, you guys.
You ain't ready, Nick.
Hey, Nick, are you ready?
I don't think that little bird chest. I don't think that little bird chest of yours is ready for this one, man.
I am, but I'm
4 back to back.
I can't do that right now. Like I don't have.
Okay. He's not ready.
I'm not equipped. I don't have my CBD. I don't have my hash oil from the dispensary either. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna fix that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so
yeah,
don't worry.
Yeah. When the homies get jumped on, they go to we take them to Drew's. They jump them on. The last person got jumped on was Dreski. He took
he took the fade and actually took the whole fade. Yeah, Big Sky couldn't take the fade, so we had to start calling him Skyler again. He wasn't ready for up there, Nick. That's what I'm trying to send you. Look up there. You see that?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. Oh yeah, but
that way. We're trying to go that way.
4 dabs in a row. That's all. How about I take 8?
Hey, you think you tough? Hey, Dirt, you think you tough?
You think you tough? You wanted a rolling 60.
You wanted a rolling 60, motherfuckers, ain't you?
Hey, think of how far weed has came.
I'm gonna go talk to this mechanic real quick. I'm gonna hop back on right now here.
To like now, just Huff don't even exist. There's really not even mids no more. I guess maybe some mids, but to the wax, you know what I'm saying? To the oils, like bro, weed done came a long way from dirt. Remember back in the day, dirt, fucking with dirt weed and shit like that. Do you remember this?
Of course.
I mean, niggas, you shit. That story that I'm telling.
I still got dirt weed.
The story I'm telling about that Rico case, that was primarily because of Mexican brickweed in abundance. Like hundreds of pounds, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
that you had to cut with a steak knife?
Nah, I'm trying to think what would a motherfucker. They use a saw. Sometimes you have to get like a saw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I would stay away from that. I was like, bro, I would play my position from like where I would maybe get like 10 or 20 of them or something. Like I wasn't trying to be like that. I was always avoided getting pushed too far into the game, getting elevated higher than I wanted to be. That's you guys got to be careful with that shit. You don't want to. I've turned down promotions. I've been like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be on that level. I don't want to go to Mexico. I don't ever want to meet a plug, like as far as like on that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never wanted to, I don't do the crossing state lines shit. Like, I'm here, you know, like I don't do all that extra shit, bro. Never, you know, as far as back in the day, I was always real careful.
When you come to California, you gotta take your hair down a little bit, because we ain't the stuff that you guys got to trip on out there. We ain't got to trip on out here. We ain't had to.
Right. Real talk, man. That's real talk. I know it's a whole different world out there, bro. I know that.
I know the only way I could equate to coming from a strict ass state to with on marijuana laws to
what?
This is not work.
What though?
Because your name is there.
Why don't you turn it off? It shouldn't be on there, Roxanne. You're tripping.
No. Turn it on, yours.
It is off.
Turn it on.
Hold on, Dirk.
Yep.
Let me see your phone.
That was a whole different look. Nick had the straight back. Straight back. I dare it was like, bring the other Nick back with the soul glow. I need that Nick. This Nick right here looked like a killer. Walk easy.
What's up? Have to say what's up. Drop my 5, you know.
Oh man, it's all good, man. How you living?
Just driving. LA, man.
What part of LA you hitting today?
It's called El Monte. It's a little bit out, but you know, it's down
still
there.
This still LA County.
Yeah, and then Whittier. So Whittier is a little bit, you know, like the old lowrider capital of LA and all that, you know. There's a little bit of history there.
You know anybody know LA more than you?
Oh yeah. I know like how to get around and I know how to go neighborhood to neighborhood, but there's
without
people
Google?
like, I do all right, but if someone's like, "Oh, take me to the west side," you know, it's gonna take me a while, you know.
I would say shit. LA is man, you could make the wrong fucking turn if you don't know where the hell you going, and you end up somewhere you don't want to be.
Yeah. On a cul-de-sac and you can't get out.
Oh shit. This picture you turn into a court and the door closes behind you.
Yeah. It's like, oh shit.
Let's see. Hey, so what advice would you have for me for my first interview with Amazon?
You better have that one question. So, if you had a difficulty with another coworker or supervisor, how did you deal with it? Right? That's
What's
like
the right?
hottest
What's the right answer?
You just got to say like, oh man, you know, I was at McDonald's. This customer came in. They were like mad, so I gave them a free shake. My manager was on board. Everything worked out. You know, something like that, right? That's what they want to hear.
It is sad that society and everybody, it's a bullshit question. It's not a trick question, but it's like, bro, everything's bullshit. Like, I hate the world, man, to be honest with y'all. Like, the older I get, the more frustrated I get with everything, bro. Like, I just don't give a fuck, bro. Like, it's sad that we have to make things up and lie to people, and they know we're lying. It's like a formality. It's like a fucking formality, dog. And it's like, so basically, Dirk, be fake as hell. Be fake as fuck. Lie to them like how you did on the talk show. You know, tell them what they want to hear, not the truth. You can't tell them the truth. You can't ever tell the truth. We always have to lie, and it's like, fuck you guys, man. We always have to lie about shit, and they know that it's a lie. Is that Nate Dogg?
So what? Hey, Nick. So what would the truth be? You saw two people have. I mean, you had a disgruntled customer, and he was tripping.
Fuck you, fuck this job. Fuck the world. Like, we can't tell them that shit. Like, we gotta lie, nigga.
We ain't even gonna get to the last question. They're gonna be like, yeah.
We gotta lie, man.
Yeah, we'll call you back.
What's up, Nate?
What's popping?
What's happening, man?
Y'all know what it is, man.
Hey, dog.
Get ready to get cracking, you know. I got the new biz, so the Tuesdays is the new Thursdays.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
You know, see, I'm sitting in front of the light. I'm gonna do something different today when I go make some videos.
Right.
Come here, bro.
And everybody on my channel been talking about how my videos be low, right? And I've told them 1,000 times, right, that I make my videos early in the morning when my family is still asleep, so I don't be like talking extra loud. But like now, I just waited till I took my daughter to school and set up the actual mic and everything else. Like my stuff be in different places in the house, and I don't want to wake nobody up to get it. So I be like, I just do it on my phone, so the phone ain't picking it up like this big mic could pick it up. But when I make them today,
they gonna hear you loud and clear.
They gonna hear me loud and clear. You see, I got the whole everything set up right here. Got the mic here. Everything set up. You already know. You know how I rock. So you've been here. So
yes, sir.
Just set it up. Good. I ain't even gonna set up the green screen and shit. I'm gonna just do it right here, like fucking just a couple little stories and shit.
Make sure you hear Nate loud and clear.
I mean, clear. Oh, see, I'm fixing a light because I'm you got me adjusting the light because I'm looking at your stream right now. I'm looking up at the computer. It's perfect. I'm adjusting it to yours. See, there it's perfect.
All right. So did you see what was going on with Facebook?
No. Not a whistleblower. What happened?
Man, they found somebody, typical mad employee, but she came out, she gave up all the game, all the targeting information, how they targeting the kids. They created Facebook Kids the Messenger Kids, just to intercept shit and target us.
Oh.
I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit, y'all, as far as like the surveillance we're under. And y'all, you both know what I'm talking about. We're not going to get into it, but Nate said, fuck, I know you guys, I'm not crazy, man. I'm not crazy. I'm sick of our phones and all that shit. Like, really just watching us. Like, and we might as well be on we might as well be on the internet because it's watching us anyway. Yeah, Nate, you already feel me, Nate. Hold on, Nate. Fuck all that dirt. You do it too. Dirt, do it too. Cover your camera.
Cover your camera.
Be watching us, dog. Like, man, these motherfuckers be watching us, man. Hey, back to the Facebook shit, though, Dirk, because that validates a lot of shit that I've been saying lately, man. So,
hey, you been on that shit too. I ain't gonna lie, you been on that shit,
dog. When you guys listen to these stories I'm about to start getting into, as far as like the Rico shit and all that, you're gonna see why I'm a paranoid ass nigga, man. You're gonna see by the end of the story, you're gonna be like, oh, okay. I see crazy. He's that motherfucker don't trust the tree right there. You know what I'm saying? Next to him, like, man, but I put a lot of faith. I tell you what, people that I really do trust, though, people that I really do fuck with, I'm really like consider like I'm putting my life in their hands. That's how serious it is for us. Like, if we go trust people and fuck with them, like, bro, we're putting our lives in their hands.
Hey, that's a big fact because you know how many people actually look. A lot of people associate with me in real life and all that, right? But you know how many people actually know where I live at?
No, I don't.
About that many people.
Right. That's real.
People might know the area, but actually know where they can pull up to, where my family lay at.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I don't play about my family, so it ain't that easy. I mean,
yeah, that's real. That's real, right?
But I mean, I ain't tripping. I ain't worried about it. But it's just the way I move is like it's different.
Yeah,
we talked about this before.
Yes, Nate. Yes, and that's a way where you really can't lose like that, bro. So You know?
And like I said, like it ain't even offensive to nobody. It's just like if anything happened at my house, I don't gotta question a whole bunch of people about how it happened. I know who know where I live at.
I'm gonna tell you, one of my closest homies, you guys, and I haven't seen him since he got locked down. And like I was, sending him a little bit of money when he was in the joint and shit. And like we might not never talk again because I'm on the internet. But he's like one of my best friends, man. I got so much love for dude. I didn't see him about 10 years, right?
Yeah.
But when he was out here, nobody knew where he lived. That was the one thing he didn't do, is let one single person know where he lived. And certain niggas would be like, oh, he's scary, man. Like, nephew, don't let nobody know. Like, you don't need to know where. I don't need to know where you live. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as that, and it's like, man, I haven't seen him since he went to the feds, and like, damn, we might not never talk again just because of my exposure on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Would make somebody like that be like, damn.
Somebody that got something to lose? Yes.
I'm not calling Crazy Nick's phone, because Crazy Nick's phone is linked to the internet. And the internet is linked to everybody. Anybody can just grab information, snatch it, buy it for $2-3. Dog, it ain't even cool. But that's just the world we live in. That's why you got to be rock solid.
I seen what you sent me too about the fake the Indian dude with the fake telemarketing thing. How he was getting paid. What you sent me too about the fake the Indian dude with the
Hindu scammer. Something froze.
Now go ahead.
You're talking about the Hindu scammer where he showed the guy his own. He turned his mic on. He turned his camera on him. That's why I be telling you. And he wasn't even a cop. He wasn't even a cop and didn't even have nothing but a computer. And he reversed the connection and showed that dude his own picture. And the guy was like, boom, ducked out the way. It was like, holy shit. Remember that? Did you see it, Nate? I sent it to Nate too. Dirk saw it. Yeah, I sent it to you, Nate. But yeah, like, so I know sometimes it sounds like I'm tripping when I talk about certain shit, but there's definitely there's definitely evidence to back it up, you know. So Dirk, back to the Facebook shit though, because that's on the thumbnail. I'm glad that you put that there because that's the kind of shit we need to talk about. Man. So go more into this whistleblowing situation. You have the stage.
So basically, nah, it ain't shit. I don't know too much about it other than we've been compromised. And we've been being compromised. And whatever purchases you made on Facebook, guess what? That they targeting your kids to get your kids to buy certain games off of Facebook. They're showing images of kids that's promoting not bulimia, the other one promoting eating disorders.
Anorexia.
There you go. Anorexia. So, and she's putting it all out there. I don't know why, but shit, she put it all out there.
Right thing to do, Dirk.
They call him. She's a he. Hey, they saying she a hero.
Yeah, because honestly, Dirk.
Don't forget Ethiopia, man. She's stopping the fighting in Ethiopia.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. Expound
that on there. She's like, anorexic girls, the Ethiopians are fighting. This Facebook did it. And I was like, Ethiopians? Like, really? Like, come on, lady.
Oh, she's crusading.
Yeah, she had it all ready.
Sometimes people just snap and they don't give a fuck because they know, we all know our time. We think about it. Our time is limited here, you guys. We all could be dead tomorrow. So some people are like, you know what? This is what I'm going to be known for. I'm going to just do the right thing. Fuck these people. I don't care if they cut my head off and kick it around like a soccer ball. Fuck them. Sometimes people get to that point. You know? They get
so that's why they thanking her for her bravery while she's still here.
And when you get and see, sometimes when you put yourself so much in the spotlight in the scenario, now they can't do shit to you because they'll look obvious. Sometimes that's a person's only play when they go that deep on something, is to show it to the whole world. Now, if they get killed, it's gonna be like, oh, whoa! Now everything they say is really gonna be validated.
They killed William Cooper.
Yeah, yo, you got oh shit. You don't bring up Bill Cooper now. Oh shit. Dirt, behold the pale horse. Like Dirt, oh shit, why we gotta go there now, man? Like See, you
Come
gonna
on,
do
man.
it now. You said,
Come
oh
on, man. I
shit,
was raised on that shit. I
oh
might not
shit.
talk about it all
I
the
see Nate.
time, but
I see Nate.
hey,
I see
hey,
Nate.
Nate.
I see the wheels moving.
Hey,
Man.
Nate.
Like,
I might not talk about it all the time, but come on now. I gotta in my songs. If you listen, I
Dirt,
mention
you
that.
gotta show us some more Dirt in the intros. You got every intro, Dirt. You got to start giving us another song, another 16 bars or something, dog. You know, in the intro, start every intro, dog. Start having it a different song. Let's start hearing your shit just in the intros of the videos, Dirt. You feel me?
I write a rap and tell the truth for the losers. The ATF assassinate me like William Cooper.
Oh, shit. Yeah, Dirt. You gotta stay. Come on, man. Like, I know you got it, man.
Yeah, I could think about. I could probably manage that. I could probably muster that. You guess who else raps though? Guess who else? Guess who else raps though?
Who? Nate, you do your thing.
Don't listen to that.
Don't listen to that.
I write poetry. I don't write. I write spoken word. I don't rap.
It's all the same, though. You know what I'm saying? Like my nephew.
You telling me you ain't got a song on a rap song on wax?
I got some young shit.
Mm-hmm. Not my point exactly.
Hey, you guys, my nephew is a producer. He's probably been working at it for like 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, last time I seen him, he was in an interview talking to somebody about coming to like a professional studio and getting on. So my nephew can really make us some cold beats, y'all. He can make us some cold beats. He's always like, you know what? You just need to just you just talk and put a beat to it. You're a rapper. I'm like, damn, it's like that. He's like, yeah, you just be a rapper just by talking with a beat. You know,
that's
so yeah, like, and maybe that's something that like you guys, I'll have him put some beats together and we'll all check them out. We should maybe even try to put a little song together. Me, you, and Dirt. That'd be cold blooded, man. Me, you, and Dirt.
I don't know if that's enough to bring Nate out of retirement.
See, I want to say something, but I can't say it yet, right? But
I can tell Nate got
it's probably gonna be something profound. Nigga, I ain't never retired. If you send me, it's in me.
Just put it this way: it's something coming.
Right.
Oh shit! Now,
how many people are in the live, Dirt? There should be like 100. This is a good live. Is that Drew back there? Big bad.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's big bad back there. I was like,
man, see that shit, Dirt? Can you see my comments? Or only the ones on Nick's channel?
I see the comments right here.
Yeah, but that's what does it say? It just says,
I see Big Bad 209. Hey, I see that.
Yeah, but I left that on Nick's channel because it wouldn't come up here again. See what I mean? He can't even threaten a motherfucker a little bit without getting blocked.
Bro, I can't call somebody a rat and then take the comment off.
See how they do me?
I can call somebody a snitch, but I can't call them a rat. Like, what the fuck? Like,
I don't even think I really threatened anybody that day either.
Yeah, YouTube is so sensitive. YouTube's so fucking sensitive. But you know what I noticed, you guys?
Man, you threaten everybody you come across.
YouTube will always save
I gotta add the
lanes
book
from getting crucified. It's weird, like.
That's what I'm saying. You can do that, but I still want a 45.
Write all type of racist comments, all type of shit, and they stay up there. But if I call somebody a rat, it's gone. Shit's crazy.
Loud background, Big Bad.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
My bad. Hey,
you do a good job of mediating the whole thing and figuring out if somebody's mic's fucking up.
Let him out.
Your job's kind of tough, and you're smoking at the same
time.
Let
him out.
It's process of elimination. You gotta tap, figure out who it is, and then eliminate. Because if some people got headphones on, and when they got headphones on or Bluetooth, that should be man.
Some
people got headphones on.
Is my mic fucking up?
See, hey, I knew he was gonna take it because you said headphones.
No.
I knew he was gonna run with it.
You good?
Is my mic fucking up, you guys? Is my mic cool?
Nah, you good.
Right. You good, Nick? Hey, let me say something. I know this ain't for the bakery, right? But I got something to say real quick, man. Hey, real talk. Hey, if you don't like who we fucking with, get the fuck on.
Whoa.
Period.
Whoa.
Period.
Whoa.
If you don't like who we fuck with, don't fuck with us. It's cool. It's cool.
Please unsubscribe. I encourage.
Nah, just do what you do. Just do what you do.
Just do you.
But don't think that any type of comments, trolling,
Are they just
crack
reckless in
talking,
the comment box or something?
special
They
messages,
gotta be reckless. It's my channel.
special messages you send to my phone, any of that is gonna change who I decide I want to associate with or deal with.
It says special messages to the phone. Damn.
All that, hey, bro. I came into this solo and been rocking and making good decisions pretty much as far as who I fuck with pretty much most of my life. The people that ratted on me wasn't my homeboys. You know what I mean? Them wasn't people that I associated with. Them was victims. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So about telling me or thinking you could tell me some stuff about somebody and that's going to make me adjust how I react to them. Nah. And you know who, and the main person, you know who I'm talking to.
You know what
But
I'm saying?
anybody else too, like, I know this ain't my channel, but at the same time, my channel, if I'm on here and I'm associated, don't message me.
This is, hey, Nate.
DPH,
Hey,
nigga.
Nate,
You know he's talking to you, nigga.
Really,
listen to that
Hey,
nigga.
Nate,
You, nigga.
this multi-stream right here. All you gotta do is say the word, and we'll be streaming the bakery to your channel too.
You already are.
So it's
You already
multi-stream.
Everybody's platform that I fuck with.
So speak your. Hey, talk your shit.
Sometimes, hey, a lot of times, like me and Nick talked, and everybody know I just sit back with my little vape and just kick back and analyze the whole conversation, right? And just be like, listening for bull crap or listening for good stuff. You know what I mean? I might take a couple nuggets and leave the rest there, right? But sometimes I be on some, hey man, check this out, man. If y'all really yeah. Hey, I fuck with straight up, I fuck with Crazy Nick on a regular basis, a day. Day. Hold on. Let me show you. Let me be specific. Let me be specific. Just so motherfuckers don't think it's a joke, right? Let me see.
Nigga ain't gotta fuck with me. I'm better solo.
There it is. But you just fucked up the live because you played a song. Whose song is that?
Wasn't that's not even no signed music, nigga. That's some underground shit.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Nate, but here's the thing, because I said the same shit. You ain't got to pull up. But you know what? They're undercover fucking fans. They're the biggest fans.
People like Big Bad.
I'm covering up the number, but y'all see what it is. That ain't an Instagram. That ain't Instagram.
Right.
That ain't an Instagram call.
Hey, Nick, like you got my number, Nick? Damn, nigga.
You know I got it.
Get my number. Everybody in the nation, man. Everybody can get my number.
I left my number on the live, nigga.
You so the fuck did.
Give a fuck, nigga. Give a fuck about
that nigga said 804 6303.
Yeah, we changing the game. You know what I'm saying? Like before, everybody was like, I feel like people were, I don't know, it was like some bullshit. I feel like we really changed the game, y'all. As far as
and me and Dirk got some sleeper shit coming, and I ain't gonna say nothing about it, but me and Dirk got some sleeper shit coming that's gonna wake y'all game up. I promise.
Hey, Nate, you see they already biting the formula already, man.
Of course.
They bit that motherfucker hella quick. They was confused for a few days, like what the fuck is going on? We coming on to see Nick and we seeing this other. What is this? So it sat back. It was like, oh, okay. It's okay. So we gonna bite this move now.
Hey,
that's all right. We just gotta keep it. We just gotta keep it.
Hey, let me ask you this. Let me ask y'all this. Who y'all see doing StreamYard before us?
Nobody.
Consistently.
Yeah, right here. You gotta cut it.
Couple them credit dudes.
Yeah, exactly. In our genre.
Nobody.
You've been trying to put me on the StreamYard for like what, 8 months, a year, damn near? Like I don't know how long, but
over damn near a year.
Dirk put me on.
Yeah, Mac just started using it too.
Everybody using it now.
We set the standard. We set the standard.
I don't watch a lot of other content. You know what I'm saying? Like, man.
No cap. Dirk made it popping. Dirk made using StreamYard popping.
That's right.
Yeah, because they were gonna have to catch up or something.
Yeah, you did, man.
See, now I'm mixing it up again by doing this.
Oh,
We want to hit my. I already said it. It's too late. I already said it. My goal for 2020 is to stream on multiple. Like I want to be able to. I want us to all be able to stream on each other's channel at will and blow this motherfucker all the way up. All of us should at least have all of us should have lives with 1,000 motherfuckers in it. And if we fuck with each other, we fuck with each other. So in 2022, I'm like, shit, on StreamYard, we should be able to stream it like on like 5-10 different platforms at the same time, because they give you a fucking laundry list of places to stream to anyway. It could be Twitter, it could be Facebook, it could be Twitch, it could be hell, it's like 8-9 of them motherfuckers. So my goal for 2022 is to blow that motherfucker all the way up and use all the platforms, and I'm gonna pay that money to get the highest one so I can stream to as many as I want.
Do you remember when I first met you? Do you remember what I told you? Do you remember what I told you?
Remember?
This is a golden question. When we first met, early on, dog, like real early on, what was one of the first things I told you about?
I'm a little crazy.
Nope. Think dirt. Think dirt. Think hard. What I tell you when I first met you, when you first flipped me from a fucking troll to a subscriber, I said, Dirt, you should be a millionaire or a billionaire. Do you remember that?
I do.
Okay. I told Dirt when I first met him, I said, dog, you have a special talent that's worth, I think I said $1 million or $1 billion. I might have said $1 billion, because if you can flip somebody as negative as me, that's just a total ass. If you can really, like, bro, like that right there, that's $1 billion trait. I just don't know exactly where it fits in as far as, like, you know, I don't know, I can't explain it, but you know what I'm saying, Dirt, and you're gonna reach that potential.
Your craziness is lightweight to calm down compared to what craziness we be around, nigga. You a cool crazy. You was a crazy that we just had to we had to chill out, my nigga. You cool. Don't be. We got niggas that really go, yay, nigga. That nigga really be stupid. Nigga. We would not have them niggas on here right now because they be going the fuck up, nigga, straight up.
Big Bad times 10.
Oh, my mama.
I've never seen Big Bad snap one time.
Oh, you haven't? Man, you gotta go back and look, bro.
Tell me an episode. Like, name an episode I can go watch now.
I can't. Last week.
Yeah. You gotta tell me, like, timestamp it.
When it was when dude was on there calling us some monkeys and shit. He was talking shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, nigga called us some monkeys and shit. So me and Dirt, we just jonesing back and forth with the cat. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, shout out, yeah, monkey motherfucker. But this nigga Big Bad's right. Yeah, motherfucker. Oh yeah.
I'll drop the address right now.
The address, Holmes. I'm like, this nigga crazy, blood. Like, what's wrong with this nigga, man?
These motherfuckers don't know. They not want to see our bad sides. These are our good sides, man. Like, you'll hear some shit about our bad sides in the stories, but you're not going to see it, really.
I'm always,
you know what
nice,
I'm saying?
man.
They're only going to see, like, our positive sides from here on out. Like, ain't nobody just going to just have, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, my character, man, like, I'm just really trying to be who I am, bro, as far as, like, I'm a cool motherfucker. I'm a good-hearted motherfucker. But if I get put in a bad situation with some bullshit people that got bad characters, y'all going to think I'm Satan in the flesh. You're gonna be like, damn, what the fuck? But I'm actually a good dude, man. We all are. Everybody on here is, man.
Hey, I got homies that's man. This is where we come from, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, you lightweight. You cool. You real cool, nigga. You cool nigga.
What is that noise?
Right, phone.
Oh, that's one of Dirt. Dirt got 17 phones in that thing.
Put all mine on silent.
Hey, where did Dirt get that weed flag back there, man? Or up there?
Probably at the auction.
I gotta get me one of them, man. I gotta get one of the flags he's got. Dirt, where the fuck did you go? I know he's just probably.
Here you go, right there. There he is.
When you coming to Cali?
Oh shit! As soon as man, hopefully in about a week or two. I'm just waiting for one thing. You know what I'm saying to happen.
You gonna drive?
One thing. Yeah, I'll fly. You know what? All these planes catching on fire, tires blowing out, fucking. Turbulence, fucking people are flying up and down.
Hey, man.
I'm cool on that shit.
Don't get no cheap ass bike.
I'll just fucking, I'll walk before I get
Hey, that's like you ask the homie, right? Hey, that's like asking the homie in the hood, nigga. You know you got to get across town, right? But you know you got to get across town, right? But you pick the homie that got the bucket, nigga. I gotta put water in every time you go somewhere, nigga. That's your fault, nigga. You know,
He said put water in it every time
you
go
supposed to hit the
somewhere.
homie up with the Honda or the Camry, nigga. You feel me? Or the Benz, nigga. Hey, I gotta get over here. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm just gonna get a little rental 4-banger, like a hybrid or something. Good gas
Oh yeah,
mileage.
yeah. I'm top.
See the whole, coast, see the country. Now I've been to Arizona, but we went through like 35W through the panhandle of Oklahoma, and then like through like Santa Fe, New Mexico, all that shit. So I haven't really been out that direction. So it's cool. I always wanted to travel in my life, I guess. But when you're in the game, you can't go nowhere. It's like you have to play a position, and you're trapped, and you never get to leave really. So I'm just glad that I don't live that life no more. And since I don't,
That's
I
all
need to
on the
start.
position that you played, nigga. Because if
Hey,
if you a
took it
rover,
right out my
nigga,
mouth.
you
I
do
was
the
just
fuck you
gonna
want
say
to
that,
do,
young.
nigga.
What's
Shit,
up, young?
nigga.
What's
I'm a
going
rover,
on?
Young, I was
nigga.
just gonna
I'm
say that,
roving.
cuz.
Got me fucked up.
I
I
was
ain't
never a
isolated
nigga
to
to
nobody, nigga, nowhere, nigga. And this crib everywhere I go. I'm sorry, I didn't
Oh,
have to say
mama.
it. What's up, Nate?
What's poppin', dog?
What's up, Wolf?
What's up,
Standing
young?
looking low,
Man, I'm ignorant.
as you should be.
Yeah, what's up with the Wolf?
Yeah, man, nigga gonna crip till the day he die, nigga on the feed, nigga. I feel him.
Oh shit!
Breaking down a swisher in front of your building, sitting
You know
on the
what I'm
steps,
talking
feeling no feelings.
Feeling no feelings.
On
Last
point
night
with
was
that
a
Feeling
one,
no
cold
though.
killing.
feelings.
On point
Yeah.
with that one on my mama.
Last night it was a cold killing. You got to keep the devil in his hole, nigga.
Man.
Oh shit! What time is it? I gotta go,
You
y'all.
know how I go, nigga. Hey, you know how I go,
gotta go.
nigga.
Front line every time it's on, nigga.
Nah, I'm tripping.
Everybody
I gotta
can't
go.
go.
Man. I'm tripping.
Nigga.
Yeah, facts.
Remember I told you that the other day we was talking, nigga? Circle getting
Hey, nigga,
smaller.
I got the
Everybody
hood
can't
tatted
go,
on,
nigga.
so the damage is done, nigga. It's over. That shit
Everybody
over.
can't go.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out Nip.
That's a sad fact.
Not out there. Hey, real sad fact though.
Yeah, hey,
You gotta be.
it's
You
a
gotta
reality,
have a
nigga.
certain
You got to
stuff.
live in your reality.
Hey,
That's
hey,
it.
Dirk.
It got to be in you and not on you.
How many
I told you
solid
the other day,
members?
nigga. Nigga think you better turn of the year because start nigga putting niggas
Yeah.
in the little kids table, nigga, on live, nigga. Oh, you wanna talk shit? That nigga over there about a little kids table, nigga.
How much?
Don't kick him off or nothing. Just make him sit over there somewhere. You know what I'm talking
I
about?
got you right now. If I get when I get ready to these,
For real.
if I need them, I'll call you.
Gravy.
I need some Zans though.
Hey, nigga. You already
Hey,
hit the
whoa, nigga, whoa, nigga.
I'm talking to you, Dirk.
It's your show, motherfucker.
Hey, Dirk. How many solid members of the nation is there that tap in like this? About 10, 15? How many?
Man, we
is there?
talk on a daily, blood, like 3 or 4 times a
It's
day.
hell of them. It's hell of them.
We talk on a daily about
We talk on
15,
a daily,
20
like,
of us on a
real shit.
consistent basis.
Okay.
Nate jump in and
Yeah, I gotta
give a
really
shoot a
start
game every
watching
once in a while, you know what I'm saying? But other than that,
6
On a
right, 7
personal
right
level.
here. I know Droop. He's always here. I know Turbo's here. Shit, who
Turbo,
else? I know I'm
Droop,
missing
Big
the game.
Bag.
No,
Dre,
Yeah.
Wolf Walker,
Pizza. I seen
Matt.
Pizza the other day.
Big
I
Bad.
was fucking with Pizza
Matt
about the
Moonbeam.
potato head.
hey,
Moonbeam.
remember
Moonbeam.
those kids though, bro? People still in there hand and trap in, bro. We need to
Hey,
kick that nigga out
Dirk,
or
what
something.
happened to
With you and
HRB?
Pizza,
What happened
talk
to
about
boy that made
potato head
the potato salad?
I think he's still going through what he went through.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he still got some turbulence, you know.
Oh, okay. He right here by me.
He got a lady friend. He's staying out this way, Central Coast way.
Oh, he moved?
Well, not moved. He just got a little lady friend, so he'd be, making himself happy.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hey,
But
Dirk,
he good.
though. Dirk,
He good though. I still
Dirk.
holler at him.
Nick Roy.
Oh,
Hey,
Oh,
Big
this nigga got
Bag,
his shit
how many
muted and
hours a
shit.
week are you working? About
He
6?
must not be able to hear us.
He muted himself. He on phone.
I think he froze.
Oh. No,
Oh,
he on mute.
Oh,
He can hear us. He on mute.
Yeah. Because Nate said something to his ass, nigga tripping. He did that shit the other day. Like, nigga, stop it, nigga. He like, yeah, yeah. I'm like, dog, in this live right now.
He talking shit. He forgot he on mute.
I was on the phone.
Who's on mute? Young?
We heard you.
Hey, Dirk.
I'm not muted.
Dirk, you ain't never won back to back. Hey.
On what?
You ain't never won back to back, young.
How is the motherfucker see
I have.
through?
If
Look
you
at
play
that.
him enough, you will.
Look, gotta lose enough.
Hey, you ain't played that Florida lottery yet? You can hit out there, boy. And you in the Mexican area, you know you're gonna hit.
Nah, man, I ain't got lucky, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't got lucky. I hit a few times, but I played a few times. I just ain't got lucky yet.
It ain't hitting like that out there.
I ain't been ODing though like at home.
Oh yeah, that they got a lot of money, don't it?
Yeah, it ain't every day like when I'm at the house.
Don't Florida got a lot of money in that state?
You want to hear some crazy shit, nigga? Some
Yo,
lady
Big
just
Bad,
won
we do
twice.
not need to see the waistline of your shit, brother.
Big Bad just be working, man. I got to give it to him, man. He be just here with his
I
chopping
love
up,
that
getting
nigga, but
money
then,
at the
nigga,
same damn
hey,
time.
fuck that nigga.
He be putting it. He be trying to put the phone in funny positions.
Yeah, man. We don't want to see that shit.
Nobody want to see a little banana pepper. Nobody want to see a little banana pepper, nigga. Put that little motherfucker away.
Hey, you know,
banana pepper.
Hey, the construction workers do, bro. They pants always down. You feel me? Sagging and shit, plumbers cracks and all. Everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Nigga, hey, nigga, hey, why was this motherfucker dude riding a bike yesterday or the day before?
No, I can imagine.
This nigga had a pussy on his back. How the fuck you do that?
No.
I said, Drina, no, don't look that way. This nigga was riding, sitting on the bike. Nigga had a pussy on his back somehow. Like, pull your shirt down, pull your pants, something, fix it. That nigga was a porno show from the front and the
hit
back.
that pussy too. He keep putting that motherfucker on display like that.
That nigga like, hey, he like the wind. We like to feel the wind on his back.
Somebody gonna tap that motherfucker out there enough, nigga. You better start playing with these people. Hey, Dirt, the nigga rolled up on me the other day, right? I was going to work. It was like 3:45 in the morning, right? So I was walking across the street. Nigga, I'm the only nigga in the parking lot, right? So dude just like walking on me. So, you know, I'm kind of being like a little standoffish. I'm like, what you want? He was like, oh no, I want to get high. I'm like, you know, like, leave me alone, bro. Whoop. This nigga pulled out the pipe. He was already on, bro. I could clearly see he's on some type of substance, bro. The nigga pulls out the pipe, hits it, bro, and was like, you want to hit it? Like, I'm like, bro, you're in front of fucking wherever you're at right now. What are you doing? Nigga, he's like, no, I'm passing through, man. I'm passing through. I was like, bro, I don't want no parts of this shit, bro. I can't walk. Nigga's like 3:45 in the morning.
Nigga tried to offer you the bubble.
Nigga offering me crack. Bro, he pulled it out and hit it like right there.
I'm fucking dead. Everybody's on meth.
That nigga offered him the bubble.
See, look, here you go again. Here you go again. See?
Look, there he went in his pocket. He was in that little bitty pocket like this.
Cock shot on our face.
I knew something was wrong. I'm watching him too, like a dumbass. I'm like, that nigga pulled the crack out that little bitty pocket, nigga, and put it in his palm, and I was like, oh hell nah.
Bro, I pray to God that fucked up when niggas is working. You feel me? And when they be on here.
Just keep calling me,
This nigga really want to be part of somebody's lawsuit.
I need the Dirty
Hey, this
Nation.
nigga Dre want to be part of somebody's lawsuit.
Dirty, don't leave me.
Hey, you know you with a no-fault state. Did you know that?
On me. I'm telling you, I'm waiting to give him the. I'm gonna meet his force. I'm gonna meet his force.
Hey, did you see the one where the girl crashed into the back of the Lamborghini and tried to jump out and say, "You hit my car"?
Oh shit!
That's my brand new car. But she ran into the back of the Lamborghini though. Y'all looking like carrot.
That's crazy.
The nerve of people.
Hey, Nick, this is a question from one of your subscribers.
What's up? What's the question?
It's on the screen.
Triple OG.
It's Mr. Night Owl.
I don't know. Honestly, you guys, like, fuck, like, it's crazy that like
I think it is
really
Mr. Night Owl.
interested in who that is. Like, he's just a troll, y'all.
I think he's Mr. Night Owl, though, bro. I can tell you right now. I think
Gets
so.
information. Like,
I know. I don't think we don't want no more cock shot.
I'll tell you guys this.
You're going up to see another one.
Triple OG used to text me on like a daily basis. He don't text no more as far as like the last. Ever since that video where it was. Remember when I showed you Dirt?
Yeah.
Ever since that video, ever since that happened, he hasn't contacted me. Nothing, no messages, no nothing. And people have been trying to make it look like that I've been trying to go against dude or set him up or do anything. Like I don't have
That's
nothing to do with that.
the dude that made the fake crazy profile yesterday. I was trying to call you and I was letting everybody know throughout the live that's not the real crazy.
Yeah, honestly, you guys with the trolls, I just ignore them.
Real crazy Nick, please stand up.
Because it'll never stop. You know, like if you even like I already got you guys seen me. I've been in all the beefs, so I know how to not be in them. I know how they work now. I understand how these fools operate, and I'm just not giving them no. Because I got the content. We got this shit going on. Everybody's starting to see it now. Everybody's gonna try and like coattail us, and it's not happening. We're gonna be slapping motherfuckers from around us like, nah, you can't even hang, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just everybody. I already see it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, bro. Let's just ignore any type of troll motherfucker. We don't give a fuck about them no more. We don't give a fuck about
Nick,
trolls. They can do what
I'm gonna say
do,
one thing though.
You know?
You got more training, more experience, and more dealings with them than any of us do. Like any of us, like we dealt with trolls, but you dealt with them on a whole nother level that we couldn't go to really. Like that wasn't our lane. So you got knowledge in that area.
And it's a lane that is not fun to be in. Yep.
I imagine it ain't.
Bro, they'll make up. You've seen it.
Hey, why this nigga Nate look like he's shooting a commercial for the San Francisco 49ers right now? This nigga look like a practice player that's doing a little thing, a little promo for 49ers.
Take two. Take two. 49ers are team number 2.
Everything he just did there.
So what happened in the game this week, man? The defense just didn't pick up where it should have picked up. You know,
Raiders gonna go to the Super Bowl this year before they do.
What they played today? The Raiders played yesterday, or did they play the Chargers yesterday?
Yeah, they lost.
They lost.
Oh, the Raiders lost.
Yeah, they lost.
Damn, but the Niners lost 2 in a row. That's crucial.
It's back to the normal basis.
The Giants got their first win. The Giants got their first win.
It's back to the normal basis. Niners
So who's left undefeated?
Nobody.
I thought the Cardinals or something.
No, Dallas lost one.
Nobody's undefeated.
The fucking Cardinals?
They were like 4-0 or something.
Hey man, I'm telling you, when you're training nigga world star athletes, my nigga, it's all about the coaching and your scheme, nigga. Period.
Cardinals are undefeated still.
Hey, you see Urban Meyer? Yeah. You see Urban Meyer get caught with the little young bitch dancing on his lap?
What? That nigga single?
What? Oh, free.
He's single?
Nowhere.
Hey, is he single?
I want to know.
It's on the phone.
Hey, if he's single, nigga, and he getting some
he got
y'all
didn't see his wife come out?
Was she mad?
Nah, nigga, that's his. Yeah, she mad. She like, I deserve better.
She ain't going nowhere.
She ain't going nowhere. Yeah.
Nah, she.
That's Urban Meyer, bruh. She ain't going nowhere.
I need to get paid millions of dollars for 6 months out of the year.
Straight up.
Damn.
And then go to people's houses for the other 6 months. Travel the world.
Hey, we want your kid at our school. Bring in the pussy. Get him here. I'm telling you.
That nigga Myers seen her and said, "Let me suck them titties, baby.
Let me suck them titties, baby."
Ooh, I'll pay for a college. He got a year of college tuition for. Here, baby.
Hey,
here, baby. It's nothing, baby.
That nigga Dion, though, nigga, he finished with the game with them HBCs.
I love what he's doing.
Nigga,
I love what he's doing, bro.
Brandon Marshall said he got.
I've been watching that shit.
Yeah, me too. Brandon Marshall said he got two kids, two of his folks that's 4-star, 5-star athletes. He said he sent them to him. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Like, they trying to make this new thing. I feel it, though.
That's what's gonna, Drake, that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be some motherfuckers that say, you know what? Because remember, all these niggas' daddies watch Deion Sanders. All these niggas that's football players right now came up under Deion Sanders, so they're gonna understand what he's saying, nigga. Fuck going this coach and that coach, nigga, go here, go play against Whoop, and Jackson State gonna fuck around and become a powerhouse in the next 5 years.
If I could be mistaken, but maybe he was just saying it. But I think Eddie Jones coaching at Tennessee State. I don't know.
Yeah, the nigga from the Titans, right?
Yeah,
Eddie George.
Yeah,
Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah,
yeah.
That nigga raw. Yeah, and the
was.
niggas like
He was
that start
hella
going
raw.
places. Niggas like that start coaching, boy. Come on, my nigga. If my son get older, nigga, hey, you going to this black school, bro? You got Deion over there coaching. You got that, you know what I'm saying? Or you got
Hey,
him
but you
over there
see what
coaching.
they tried to do already?
Hmm?
Dre, they already tried to get him. SC tried to scoop him up, and Florida State tried to come at him. He did fine. Like, nah, I got no interest in neither.
Oh yeah,
I'm staying right here.
Yep.
And bro, those are both D1 powerhouse schools, bro, for 50+ years.
Yeah.
So his son, the quarterback, I think his
Tadell?
defensive player, son, Shiloh. Shiloh is going to be the one that goes to the league, bro, because he's a good defensive player.
Oh, you're talking about defense, dude? Yeah,
But his son, that's a quarterback. Yeah, because he got one that's a safety and one that's a quarterback.
Yeah.
And I think the one that's a quarterback, I don't think he's a good athlete, but he ain't NFL yet. He might develop in the next couple years, but
he's still kind of young. But he's pretty smart. He'll be all right, maybe. Black quarterback is a new thing, bro.
Yeah, but no, it has nothing to do with his color. I just don't like his throw. The way he throws the ball is like this, bro. He sets up, it's too long. He doesn't have a quick releaser. He has to get that. He has to get that quick release down for the NFL, bro.
Hopefully they'll fix it for him. Hopefully they'll fix it.
No, that's what I'm saying, because he's a redshirt freshman this year. So he still has a few years to develop and gain his confidence up. But I just think he needs to get that quick release. That's the only thing that I see wrong with him, because he's a good athlete. Yeah, he could throw good, bro. He's a good thrower, bro. It's just he in the league, you got to have the 1, 2, 3, boom. Your shit, you can't have that wind up, bro. That wind up is that extra 0.5 of a second where that defensive end is smacking you. You know, they look at that type shit.
And if you do, you got to be very.
I'm just saying, like, that's the only hole. That's the only hole that I see in this game, though. Like, I watched the games. That's the only thing I see wrong is delivery. But he gets it there.
Who's the best college football player y'all think?
Ever?
Yeah. Tim Tebow.
Adrian Peterson.
Tim Tebow.
Adrian Peterson. Reggie Bush. No, I got AP is up there. Reggie Bush. Tim Tebow. Motherfucking Tommy Frazier, nigga, from the fucking Nebraska.
Percy Harvin.
Tommy, who?
Percy Harvin.
For Florida. Because he had hella yards. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. Florida
Peter
Gators.
Ward.
Running,
Peter
used to
Ward.
return kicks. Wide receiver.
Peter Ward, nigga.
Florida State.
Desmond Howard.
Peter Ward, who is that?
Nigga.
Desmond Howard, for sure. Don't be Googling shit, nigga. Don't be trying to
not
Google
Googling.
shit, Dirt. This got to come from the dome, nigga. Yeah.
Man, I hear though. Peter Ward. You remember from Florida State? Receiver, nigga. Did everything.
The name sound familiar. Yeah.
I remember Ward. I didn't know it was Peter. I remember Ward on Florida State. Just Peter don't seem to go with it.
Yeah.
No, Ward was the quarterback who went and played for the Knicks.
Charlie Ward.
Charlie Ward. The nigga won the Heisman Trophy. He won the Heisman Trophy and then went to play point guard for the Knicks.
Peter Warwick. He was number 9.
No, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. That's why I said I remember the name.
That nigga was raw as fuck.
Ed Reed was a monster at Miami. Ed Reed, nigga, who else from Miami? That running back there, Al Gore. Gore was a beast up there.
Hey, nigga, is Gore still in the league?
Who?
I don't know.
Did Frank Gore finally retire?
I said Al Gore. I said Al Gore. I meant to say Frank Gore. My bad.
Hey,
I said nigga out.
Hey, Frank Gore is a beast, nigga. Like, he's the only nigga I know that was, he was probably like 40 something, nigga, still on the Niners, nigga, pounded niggas, bro. Like, pounded niggas.
Did you go to Minnesota or something?
Oh no, he stayed at the Niners, kept him for a while. He's a Niner, nigga. Where the fuck you go, no matter. He's a Niner, bro.
I think he is a Niner. I think he might be right.
I think he still got to be a Niner.
I think Dre might be right.
Even if he lead, though, he's still gonna be a Niner, nigga. He got nigga just like Jerry came back and retired there.
Well, let's see here.
Look up Peter Ward, dirt. That nigga raw.
Is Frank Gore still in
Wait,
the
hold
league?
on. Hey, how the fuck could we forget Randy Moss? How did we forget Randy Moss? Marshall.
Because he went to 3 different
That
schools.
nigga went to Florida State and Notre Dame.
And he went to
3
Marshall,
different
too.
D1 schools, bro. He went to Notre Dame. No,
I
that's what.
guess Frank. Oh, go ahead.
Bro, that nigga went to Notre Dame, bro. And Lou Holtz said, I can't deal with this dude. Send him over there to Florida State to deal with that dude. Dude said, man, I can't deal with this nigga. He too much. That nigga catching cases and all type of shit.
Yeah, he lost a scholarship at Notre Dame because he stomped out that kid in the hallway.
Yep. And then one of the
I was
Florida
there,
State
man.
got
I
caught
was there
smoking
in
weed
the
or something.
hallway. It was
What
some
the fuck?
bullshit, man. That kid was already stomped out, and Randy went over there and kicked him a couple more times.
Wait. You said you were there?
Yeah, I went to school with Randy Moss and
Fuck out of here.
Jason Williams from the Kings too.
No shit.
Yep.
What?
Oh yeah, you did go to West Virginia because that nigga used to live in West Virginia. Yep. I forgot. Man, you told me that.
Him and this other guy, Bobby Howard, had scholarships to Notre Dame, and they were kind of homeboys. And he got that case, and he got kicked out. Florida State wanted him. He got something down there. He went to Marshall. He got kicked out again because of weed or something. And then he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go to the Vikings," and got that money. But yeah, Randy, he had some troubles, man.
But he was a hell of a football player.
He was raw.
Yeah, and a basketball player too. He was our star basketball player.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like, "Why don't you double sport, man? Like, are you? Why don't you go for basketball in college or something?" But he chose football, so that was it.
Crazy.
Hey, it was a trip that Charlie Ward took basketball because he wasn't even that good in basketball. He was an average player. Got drafted like number 26 or 28.
Damn.
Allen Iverson too.
That nigga could have went number 1 overall pick.
But AI was just raw in anything.
Yeah, but AI wasn't that good of a football player.
No, he was raw as fuck,
he was just
nigga.
like natural athletic talent.
No,
like this nigga Charlie.
Football, he was raw. No, he said he was going to lead. He was going to be a quarterback in the league, nigga. I swear to God, he wanted.
He would have never. He would have never made it that far in football like basketball, bro. Charlie Ward. Those are two different stories.
Who else went to school with him? No, it's somebody else on this high school team with him, nigga.
Charlie Ward went to Notre Dame too, right?
No, he went to Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
Ward went to Florida State. That's what I'm saying. He won the Heisman Trophy, bro. He won the Heisman Trophy that year, and then went and chose to play basketball because he was a mediocre basketball player. He went from being, bro, he was about to be chosen number 1 overall, got a fat check and all that shit from the league, but chose to go number 28 or 26 in basketball. And then went to play for the New York Knicks, bro, who sucked crazy ass.
Hey, so who else successfully played both sports other than Deion and Bo Jackson?
Those are the only 2. That's the notable.
What's his name? Mahomes. Mahomes came from the major league.
Patrick?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave Winfield. He was an old schooler.
I remember him. He played for the Yankees.
Yeah.
For the Yankees.
Yeah.
What else he did? What did he play?
I think he just said football and basketball.
Not in high school. We talking about league.
That would be 3 sports.
Oh shit.
No, he's right. Hey, Whoop is right. Baseball, basketball, and football.
Yeah.
I mean. Yeah. Yep.
Winfield was no joke, man.
Hey, that's a Googleable question. That's a Googleable question.
Jackie Robinson, Charlie Ward, Brian Jordan, Michael Jordan, Danny Ainge, John Elway, Herschel
Walker,
Bob Hayes, Bob Hayes, Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates, Russell Williams.
What the hell Tony Gonzalez played?
Oh yeah, he played basketball too. Lightweight.
Oh, he did in college. In college, he did. Yep.
Julius Peppers.
Hey, that fucker was like 6'8" though, wasn't he?
Yeah. That tight
Gonzalez
end
was
is
a
big
big
as fuck.
ass tight end, bro.
Yeah, most of the motherfuckers is big, dog.
But they was never that big.
Kenny
But not
Lofton
in
was
the
another
90s.
one.
They was, bro. They was like 6'1", 6'2". Kenny Lofton for the Kenny Lofton, center fielder. Who did he play for? Braves? Reds?
John Elway. John Elway was selected by the Kansas City Royals.
He just didn't go play, huh?
Think about it, dog. A lot of them quarterbacks and shit, bro. They be real life baseball players, and like be slinging that rock, my nigga. So they form is already down, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Now they just got to get just the angle, just to hey yo, let Crazy Nick in, yo.
Hey, Dirt, I know Deshaun Jackson, bro. When he
Nick,
would
you lucky
play
I seen that
football,
shit,
he was a
I see your Twitter. Hey yo.
Did you see the message? Did you see the message?
Yeah, I seen yo, and it popped up.
All right, good looking out, Dre.
I watch everything, man.
Because I was so looking down. Once I start looking down at that phone, it'd be a wrap for about 10 minutes. Young be back there doing jumping jacks.
Hey, Dirt, did you see how when we were talking earlier, how they came with
Shout out to the Bake, man.
comment and they were asking
Sacramento in here, man.
They tried to change the narrative to some troll shit. Remember, Dirt, when you was like, "What's up? This message crazy." They brought Triple OG. Like, we're not letting nobody change the narrative. We're not on no troll shit. We're not on none of that. You know what I'm saying? If anybody ever wants to run the fade, obviously I'm easy to find. So we ain't gonna really do no talking about that shit. But it's like a lot of people, they want the bullshit. But we're not giving them that. We're not giving them bullshit no more, bro. Like, I'm not. You guys were never involved with that. But I want to be able to fuck with the nation more. And I just can't be having these clowns talking shit, beefing when I'm fucking with y'all. I don't want them bothering you. So we're just done with that shit. You feel me?
Straight up.
Yep, them people are boring.
Nigga ain't gotta ride with me. I'm better solo. Me mugging, tattoo to my neck, something like a cholo. Your main bitch with a bounce on my dick, something like a pogo. That nigga TG be going.
I remember Kenny Lofton. That was a fat.
Dirt, didn't you have a job interview today? Dirt, didn't you have? Did I talk to you earlier? You said I'm gonna do one. It's been like 10. Didn't you have some shit you had to do, bro?
Yeah.
You
got about 8 minutes and I'm outro.
All right, okay.
Hey, but shit, just streaming to your channel. You keep it going.
Yeah, you're right.
Keep it going.
Drew, do you like these things? What's your opinion of them, bro?
They're all right. You know what? They're convenient when you don't have to carry shit around. For traveling, those motherfuckers work.
Yeah, and it's like, you know how like in the morning you can just get up and hit the button and get down. You don't have to do all the extra. You know what I'm saying?
And then if you did, what's up? Hey, let me see. Oh, I know. I see you. Hey, hold on. I want to dab too. You guys are leaving me out. I want to dab. I want to play. What the fuck?
I haven't started without you, home.
I want to play.
Yeah, y'all the big kids. Y'all the big kids. Like my mom told me, I can't play with y'all.
These niggas.
Nah, dude. You started this shit.
We in the Dabaholic crew. You know
how old are you, Drew?
Hey, how old am I?
Yeah.
28.
Okay, I didn't really know. You know what? That's why I would have guessed. I would assume. I didn't know if you were in your 30s or nothing, though. So you probably don't remember the dirt weed era, do you? Do you remember the dirt weed
era? Yes, I do.
Okay.
Hey, I'm 28. I'm kind of like an old soul.
All right, I can tell that. You don't, that's why I was like, I didn't know if you
I just ain't old as you niggas.
I still see gray hair though, so I was like,
hey, though, what's crazy though, Drew? Don't even make me seem older than you seem young, nigga. But I got a son your age, nigga, with 3 kids in life.
Damn.
I got your son got 3 kids and a wife, nigga. I got
your age.
8 kids and a wife,
Dre,
nigga.
you the OG here right now? How old are you, Dre?
No, nigga, I'm only 40.
Okay, I'm 43.
Oh, man.
Big Bad. I think you might be the OG. How old is Big Bad?
44 next month. 44
What?
next month. Yeah.
Yeah, you got me
43.
beat. Yeah, I'm 43 too.
Oh,
Well, thank you
geez.
for
It's so
pointing that
hard to
out.
get to our
Nigga
age,
look like
man.
he 106.
It's so
You
hard to
niggas
get
is
to
some
this
old
age, you
niggas.
guys, man.
Here
It
you go.
is, man.
Just for
It's
that,
hard.
let's fucking celebrate.
Hey, you got 8 kids, bud? You got 8 kids?
For sure.
One lady?
I got one kid, and
I
I would
have a
never
daughter.
like that. I
I
can't
have a
handle no
daughter.
more
I
than
have a
one.
daughter from someone else, and the rest of my kids are with my wife.
Hey, so what's up? Is this a demonstration? You gonna show Nick what he got to do to get put on a Dabaholics? Is y'all built with that this morning?
Is he ready?
I can't
Nick
listen.
ain't
I can't in a minute. You guys, give it a second.
Nick
Give it
ain't
a second.
ready.
I'll be ready.
Look,
I'll be ready in a
No,
minute.
no,
Dirt might
look,
be gone by
there
then.
ain't no getting ready to get prepared.
there ain't no getting ready. There's like, bam. All right, let's go.
You with us right
That's
now,
what-
dog?
He ain't ready. He ain't,
Drew, how much do you spend on those nails? How much was your nail? Is that a cheap one or is it an expensive one?
I take care of my shit. I got the little beads in my nail with the little fucking cover. You know what I'm saying?
Spinning top? You got the spinning top. Yeah, okay.
Look, Nick.
Hey, do you clean dirt or Droop? It looks like that thing's a little dirty.
Yeah.
Like you clean it after every dab and get it.
Yeah, I ain't like high class or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my guy, he's real like high tech. He cleans it every fucking. His shit looks brand new, but it
Yeah,
takes him
that's
like
like some.
5 minutes to take a dab though. That's why I like.
That's me, man.
I
I'll
like
get
the
all
cheap
weird and
pen.
throw up if I see one
Hey,
black
hey.
spot.
So y'all want to just demonstrate one time?
Nah, we gotta say. Look, see, that's how this generation got watered down, Dirt.
That's one.
Hey, I'm at all back up. I'm at all back up. Huh?
Bro, I'm sweating just watching you, dog. I'm sweating just watching Droop, man. Look at me. I'm
Speaking of Nino
sweating
Brown.
just watching that fool, man.
Speaking of Nino Brown.
Yes, come a long way, Dirt. You know, where like, you know how you don't like to dab, Dirt? I don't blame you because it's like it makes you sweat. It's almost like Coke or something, dog. And when it first hits you, it's almost like smoking Primos or something, dog. Like it
Look,
don't really feel like weed sometimes.
look.
But it is.
I've had some horrible experiences off of a dab pen. Horrible.
Was it? Oh shit, Dirt.
My
Oh,
brother,
like
I tricked
zombies eating your brain type
I
shit.
tricked
like
my little
brain
brother, right?
Martians.
I told my little brother to hit it until the light blinks. And
Yeah.
he said, all right, he did it and damn near died, right? So then it came my turn. I was laughing. But then it came my turn and he was watching me just to watch it, like to wait till I hit it till the light blink, right? But I'm trying to play it off and blow it off. It was hit that motherfucker, but I still damn near passed out. Then finally one time my homie had some super strong shit and had it set to the max and I didn't know. I wasn't ready. I hit that motherfucker and it was like 10 seconds went by and I don't remember what happened after that during that 10 seconds. But when I came to, he was looking at me going, are you all right? I was like, what happened? He said, you just froze up and went somewhere else. He said, I was talking to you, you wasn't answering. I literally blacked out off of that pen.
Get one of these, Nick. And look, and at the bottom too.
Somebody's fucking up. All right, Dirt. Go ahead, Dre. Go ahead.
And at the bottom too.
You're frozen though.
That's the dab thing. Oh, that's the green screen shit. My bad.
Hey, Dirt, what about the one you hit with me on your birthday?
I did dabble on my birthday.
I don't even remember, do you?
Right. Boom.
Oh, the pen. Yeah, I did. That one was cool, but I tapped it though. I knew better.
Yeah.
Nick,
You hit it like a little girl. Not
got
gonna lie.
4 pills in it. Feel me? Put that G thing over there, right? Keep a couple hits. This motherfucker right here. Yeah.
You like that thing? That's a little portable, huh, Dre?
Yeah, I got one of these too.
And they're all. How much are them a piece? 40, 50 bucks, or are they like 100 or two?
Hold on, that was baby. What the fuck am I doing?
And let me. Do you need a cartridge for that, or are you putting the wax directly in there?
I know I got one. You can screw the cartridge right in that motherfucker.
Yeah, you can do that with that, and then
Hey man, what
this
you
right
guys
here,
know about the?
this right
Let's
here. Yeah,
talk about carts, you guys.
The what?
Let's talk about carts, man. Did you guys go through the fake cart epidemic where they were selling all the fake carts?
Yeah, I used
You
to have
niggas were
real
the ones
ones.
selling them. California was the one making them things and selling them to everybody, man. Y'all started that shit, man. So maybe you guys didn't even fuck with this shit, but did you guys go through that?
Huh?
I wasn't fucking with it, so I didn't know.
I had them, and it all depends on where you got them from, and how they was made and shit. Here, I want to hit this one too.
What you know about the ones that tasted like pine saw?
Well,
Those are like
I don't know.
that's the fake shit.
I wasn't fucking
Yeah,
with them niggas.
yeah,
Fuck
that's the fake shit.
Yeah, well, all that shit fake now. You got to be careful.
Yep. Oh, you see, back in the day, we didn't have like synthetic counterfeit drugs. They were just real. You know what I'm saying? They fuck you up, but they didn't kill you. You know? Remember, am I tripping? I know I'm not tripping. Like, I've been in the game 30 years, y'all. And not recently, but I still see what happens in the streets. And I've never seen anything like this, you guys. Like, you used to have to die from like bullets or getting like stabbed or beat to death. You didn't die from getting high. Now you just die from getting high these days.
Yeah,
you know, it's sad.
Well,
dog.
I will say this then: if anybody's gonna do drugs these days, I mean, they have either shit you can test your drugs with, guys. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is fentanyl now, really.
Yep.
The whole part about it,
bro. We need
people
to
out there. See, California, already had a homeboy that died off of it. Almost lost a niece. Almost lost hella little friends. Like,
yeah, it's the young kids. It's the fucking young kids because we're smart enough to know something's wrong with that.
Coke. They was doing coke.
Sick of this shit, dog. They're killing the kids, dog.
Yeah, they was doing cocaine. Though they were average coke users, and then whoever sold it to them, knowing it had the fentanyl in it, and you know what I'm saying. That consequence, it was like
fentanyl.
17 kids. It was like 17 kids in the house, bro, and one of them died. My homie, he was the oldest one out of all of them. He died, and the youngest one almost died, which was my niece. You know what I'm saying? And it was like my homeboy's kid was in there. You know what I'm saying? My niece is in there. They all
everybody could have went down.
Yeah, nigga, and everybody started. They said motherfuckers was running out the house because they was like feeling passing out, fainting. They was running out the house, nigga, taking their clothes off, naked and shit, tripping out off the shit. They said my nigga was just sitting there. They said they knew he was gone, nigga. They just looking at him, nigga. They said they knew he was gone. It was just the way he was just sitting, like he was dead, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that shit kind of touched home with me, nigga. I had a homie overdose, nigga. I had a homegirl overdose, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that out here, it's more of that shit out here. Like, these Californians, they can't take that fentanyl. It's not like over there.
No, it's taking out everybody. It's dropping niggas in Chicago. It's dropping like
right.
Maybe niggas on the block.
Stronger.
Be done. You know,
right? Maybe because it's getting stronger and they're doing more. But nobody in California really fucking with that shit at all. It was really Midwest, and East Coast that had that shit going.
Yeah. Man, this shit, you guys, I ain't never seen nothing like it. Like, you kids out there, you need to understand you can't fuck with these drugs because they'll just kill you. Like, you can't even touch them. You can't sample them. You can't. Experimentation, you die from now. One time, you
be feeling this shit right here. Like, I'll be feeling this shit right here. Is fucking this whack shit be fucking. Can't hear you.
Me?
Oh, my bad. I said, it says when today at the interview, take a drug test, and then I got to provide my documents. Is they testing for weed?
Yeah.
You better go get your nephew's piss. Don't give him your piss. You're crazy, Dirt. You better go get your nephew's piss. Don't you ever give him your piss, dog. No, don't do that, man. I don't know if I don't think these fools ever know. Hell,
your wife don't smoke.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, I didn't think they test for weed no more.
Man, Dirt, you better go get your nephew's piss.
Then they want to test you out in the dough, too.
Hey, but this the thing, though. They can't.
I've never been tested for weed for anything except for a job. Maybe probation, juvenile.
They can't watch you. It's not no federal shit, no station. It's not like they cannot watch you. They have to let you go in the door and close the door.
They can't be dick watching, dog. Like,
you have to close the door completely, bro. Or Or if they want to stand
That's the
outside of
easiest
the
way to
thing,
pass.
yeah, that's privacy with that. But you want me to piss, I'll piss for you, but it's still privacy. You know what I'm saying?
So
Yeah,
the
exactly.
answer
Watch
is
the
yes,
cat.
they test for weed.
Yes, but don't give them your real urine,
Actually,
bro.
do they test for piss? I mean, does it say they test for weed?
Hey, that's right.
No, it
Number
just says
13
a drug
for you, homie.
test.
Feel free to hop on anytime,
You know
homie, and
what?
smoke with us. And if
Hey,
you
them
can't,
stands
we
for how
understand.
serious they are with it.
Since
Okay.
you guys have recreational marijuana, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I'm pretty sure with Nick's where Nick you at is different from how they get it in Cali. Because if you think about it, if it's an Amazon job, you know how many motherfuckers work for Amazon that smoke weed? Shit.
Hey,
Most of them.
you'll be shocked though. Some of them jobs though, them, like say the FedEx jobs and UPS jobs, bro. The niggas really gotta stay sober, bro, because them niggas get pop ups on their ass, nigga.
Yeah,
Like,
and then you can
literally.
get anytime someone bumps you in the bumper and you're driving a company vehicle, you get tested.
Well, no,
You know
period.
what I
They
mean?
can just walk up on
Yeah.
you one day and say, "Hey, let me test
Well,
you,
they
nigga."
can, but what I'm telling you is, if someone gets in a little bumper match with you, like if you ain't in control of everybody, if someone tags me in the bumper on the way home, I'm getting tested. I'm getting tested straight up on site.
If you hurt somebody at your job or get hurt on
Dirt.
your job, nigga, you getting tested.
Are you finna go be a driver or you doing in the warehouse?
Warehouse.
Yeah, that too, but fucking
Then I don't
that's
think
more
they
for
testing
work
for weed in the
torture,
warehouse,
Dirk.
bro.
That's got to be torture.
I don't think they testing for weed in the warehouse at an Amazon thing, bro, because they just passed that shit.
What
So
did they pass?
you might
Young, what you talking about, man? Don't just
that
run
they
off.
that they was talking about the Amazon workforce, because in
And they was
California that shit is legal, bro.
yeah. So it's like yeah.
If
So
I'm not
that
mistaken,
changed
bro,
it
when
with,
I was still when I was a
So it's
driver
at the
there, that's what they
discretion
was
of your
talking about.
employer.
Yes, but if you're going for a driving position, you gotta take a test.
Right. Right.
They got that quick fix, bro.
And
You ever try quick
it's
fix?
still up to your boss,
Hell
though.
nah,
It's still
I
up to
ain't
your
never
boss.
been
Yeah,
in that position. Shit.
I have and it works, but the thing is
Go to the smoke shop,
I'm
right?
not gonna wear that
Hey,
shit
you
constantly.
say, yo, bro, you gotta take a test, man. But it's gonna take 45 minutes to an hour. And they give you some shit to drink. Tell you how to drink
Dirt,
it.
I worked for two different
And if it don't
ones
work,
with them people with that shit, bro. It
if it
worked for
don't
me.
work, guess
It
what?
worked for me.
You get your money
I
back.
could tell the whole world how to beat it, but y'all be too scared. You got to take a cap full of bleach and pour that motherfucker in a soda and drink it. And I promise you're good to go.
I've drank
nobody
bleach.
doing that.
I've drank fucking
Well,
vinegar. I've drank all that. I've drank cranberry juice.
bleach
None
works,
of that
I
shit
promise
works,
you.
y'all.
Bleach works. I guarantee
Bad.
it.
I'm
Talking
sorry.
to somebody
I
who
made the
tested for parole.
sacrifice,
We
dog.
got black beans, nigga. We don't got hit.
That
I've
sounds
done that
dangerous.
before, and I tried it, you guys.
But it
I've
does
tried
got a
it
window,
all.
Nick. You know, it's got a
That
window.
sounds very
too.
dangerous.
I believe it. I believe it.
It's
Yeah,
not dangerous, man.
I've tried
It's not dangerous.
Shit. I'd
It's
rather
nasty,
eat my
but it ain't
bacon.
dangerous.
Dangerous? That nigga, you sound like Trump, nigga.
It's
You
not
guys
dangerous.
know
It's
the
gross.
easiest.
Fuck
You
yeah,
guys know
salute
the
to Trump,
easiest
man.
way,
Where you
though.
at now when we need you, homeboy?
You guys, the easiest way, though,
Man.
easiest way is to just give them your nephew's piss, and there's no debate. If they're
Yeah,
not
but nah,
dick
they be
watching,
watching, man. It's not that easy in California. Motherfuckers want to stare at your dick when you're pissing and shit.
You can't, nigga.
That's
By law,
parole.
nigga.
That's
By
parole.
law.
We're talking about the
By
job.
law, ain't no job
Oh
watching.
shit, my bad.
Hey, nigga, this nigga tripping,
There,
nigga.
all you got to do.
Oh, my bad.
hey, bad.
It's so many ways around it, bro. You could do it.
I got caught.
Yeah, I was just caught off guard that initially that's what they talking about.
Hey, listen to this story though, real quick.
All you gotta
guys.
do is make sure
So
the temperature right, bro.
Listen, and okay, I'm gonna tell you. So I had a lime squeeze, right, you guys? So I had a lime squeeze like that you get at the store. I filled it with piss, and I taped it to my vent as I drove downtown. When I got downtown, I ball sacked it and got it in position, and it was hot. It was like so hot, it was almost burning me, dog. And I'm like, fuck, like I could fall back, right? I'm listening, it was fucked up, right? So I'm like, I should fall back, like, and just wait, right? But I didn't. And about 15, 20 minutes went by, and it's still warm though, where I can still feel that it's not my body temperature. You can feel when you can't feel the object no more, that's when you know it's your body temperature. When
Exactly.
it's not cold and it's not hot, it's just merged with your body temperature, right? So I can still feel the temperature. I go drop the UA, right? I drop it. The guy grabs the cup. He's like, man, if this was your piss, you'd be dead, motherfucker. There's no way. No way. no way. And I'm like, no, we were tripping, man. Like, that's mine. But bro, that piss was so hot that he just took me back down in front of the judge and was like, he did something. And then, so I'm sitting in the bullpen, like where like a jury would sit down near, and it's like drug court, right? So I'm like,
Amazon test.
so I'm pushing the device down to my sock now because they're watching me, right? Because they're gonna search me. They're gonna take me into custody and they're gonna search me, dog. So they take me into custody. I try and walk out of court. They're like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "Oh," they're like, "Sit down." So I kick the lime squeeze. I'm maneuvering it from my ball sack all the way to my sock, right? So they take
You
me in
got
the
this,
room.
bro. Let us know how it go.
They take me in the room, and
all right, bro. I'm out of here. Y'all catch y'all later.
All right, y'all. They take me in the room. They pat me down, and as they're patting me down, I move the lime squeeze up with like my foot in the sock. They never find the device, but they're like, "We know he did something with this UA." So they're like, "Well, now you got to piss again." So I'm like, "Fuck!" So I start drinking all this water, right? And the dude comes in there and he starts staring at my dick and he's like, "Piss," and I can't piss, dog, because he's watching me. I literally cannot piss. So he's like, "I'm gonna come back one more time. If you don't piss, you're violated." So I'm drinking all this water. I'm drinking all this water. I piss a couple of times during this because I have to piss so bad, like, because I'm drinking all this water. This fool comes back, starts dick stick watching me. I can't piss again. I get violated. I get violated on the spot. Took into custody, all the bullshit. I really did it though, you know, but my UA was too warm when I dropped it. Is that something we can learn from?
Yeah, that's like when somebody try to turn in a female's thing and she pregnant.
I've used female piss before, but not when she was pregnant. Sometimes certain people don't know. I gotta go, y'all. But Dirk, handle your shit. Don't give them the wrong shit. You feel me?
No, Dirk, you gotta test today, bro.
Yeah, that's part of the requirements.
Yeah, you know what? You might need to. I ain't gonna say it.
Nah, postpone.
Yeah, somebody came in contact with somebody. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Well, shit, I could do that. I could do that today.
Yeah, because it's been a couple days. You can be like, "Hey, yo, I got a contact. I just got advised to stay home. So I'm gonna just stay home." And, you know what I'm saying? I don't want. And they're in perfect. Oh, yeah, no problem. Sure, hey, cool. You get. You know what I'm saying? They're rather you're gonna do that. At least you're calling and saying something, and they're rather you're gonna do that for the safety of others too.
They might give me another date. We'll come back on this day.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna do it.
You can say I've been down for 3 already. You know what I'm saying? I should have called you guys, but take care of the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's live, but it's still whatever though.
I just got.
Time.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm gonna go for it, man. If it's meant for if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Shit, it's about time I get one of them Amazon, Apple, something like that. Some benefits and things. Shit.
So they got the herbal cleansing same day thing, same day premium detox drink.
Man, that shit is drastic on your body. That's just what I feel. I might be wrong, but I feel that shit is drastic because you forcing your body to kick something out that was in there for forever. I can't remember last day I ain't smoked.
Hey, you know what? Weed ain't.
That's one of the things. Shit, I'm pretty sure they got some especially that's a warehouse. Motherfuckers been working their back for years. Hella motherfuckers in there smoking weed for the pain.
Hey, in all actuality, bro, you can probably just sit there and drink water for like 4 or 5 hours. And your piss probably be clean. But you do want to give it a little bit of time, though. You know what I mean? Because no matter what, luckily they ain't doing no hair samples.
Oh shit, my head smell like weed. My beard smell like weed.
My skin, nigga.
I could probably pop a nap out and throw that motherfucker in a blunt.
Man, everything, nigga. You just be cool. Just tell you. Just use what I said, man. Then I give you enough time so you ain't stressing. But it's best to call on this morning time right now too. You hit them up, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay.
I'm about to Google the question. Does Amazon test for weed?
Oh yeah. When I looked up drug test, it said drug test for Amazon job.
Does Amazon test for weed in California? Amazon will no longer test job seekers for marijuana. June 2nd, 2021.
Oh, it just passed. That's what he just said.
Hey! Yeah!
So they want to make sure you ain't a knock.
Man, shit. They could test. Let's get it.
Or not a knock.
But that shit was just this year.
Yeah, just like last month, a couple months ago, actually.
June 2nd.
Yeah. October beginning, so 2 months, right?
Man, there's probably some people fight hard. Salute to y'all. They went through some rough periods in Amazon, I bet.
Hey, you know what's crazy, bro? One time I was going to one of my hoop games, bro, and I was driving to Roseville out there to the port, whatever. Nigga, I swear to God, one day I seen like 500 of those blue vans, my nigga, going north. You know what I'm saying? Like
the military ones or what kind? Oh, the Amazon vans.
Yeah, it was like
yeah.
I was like on a freeway going there was like 500 of them motherfuckers. Some of them was all back to back, and they must all have been shooting out routes, but they got to take that one road though. I was like, damn, niggas, hell of these motherfuckers.
Man, the dispatch.
Yeah, they was cutting out. Nigga, it was deep, nigga.
They make a commercial every time they start their job.
Man, deep as fuck. For the God, man.
All right, man. Well, I'm out of here.
All right, man. Off top, man.
It's I'm thinking it's since 3916 ain't back. Yes, it didn't come back today. It's looking good for the next couple of days. Shout out to all the new subscribers on 3916 though.
Love y'all.
That shit went from 60 something to 120 overnight. Good looking out. Shout out Jay Williams and all the other YouTubers that's still in the struggle, still keeping this shit alive from our era. Because there's really eras of this prison YouTube shit. And we we like the OGs. Everybody you see, all these YouTubers been around, we like the OGs of the prison YouTube genre.
The young OGs.
So therefore, I appreciate y'all new subscribers that's coming through, keeping it lit. So what'll happen is when our Jay Williams, what's happening, man? What's happening? So what's gonna happen is when it come back, we just go to the subscribers that came on 3916. I still have the ability to stream to both platforms at the same time, as well as other platforms. You know how we doing it? We mixing it up and we keeping this genre interesting because goddamn, this show got dull for a while. Had to shake it up, resettle it, and start to introduce new looks to this shit. So that's what's up, man. I appreciate. Yes, sir. So I appreciate you, Jay.
Hey, yo.
Hey, Jay, if you want to come on, you come on right now if you want. Yeah, man. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this shit one time. One time for the one time.
One time for the one time.
One time for the one time, Jay. You do the thing. Gotta go get my Sunday best on. I remember I went to that last Amazon interview though. I was dressed like to a T, and there was a motherfucker next to me in a t-shirt and some beach shorts and a fucking and some flip flops.
Oh shit! You got an interview, Dirt?
Where you been?
Why you didn't tell me, bro? What the fuck? You didn't tell me, dog. I could have fucking gave you the game and let you know that you got the job already. You know?
You worry about them fucking them nobody fucking bench shit.
Do what?
You don't worry.
I'm coming to your house next, ready to do some work.
Yeah, actually you could. Actually, my garage fixed. So, you know what I'm saying? You want to come fix my garage?
Well, I do heating in there, sheet metal, bro.
Huh?
I said I do heating in there. Sheet metal.
You're crimping right now.
Crimping. I am crimping. How do you know?
I told you I took HVAC before.
Oh, yeah, you did, huh? That's right. Sure enough.
Yeah. All right, y'all, man. I'll catch y'all tonight, man. Y'all have a good day. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with us.
Hey, also too, I want to shout out to Drizzle Dollar, my nigga, Atlanta, man, Atlanta Avenue. Cool. Off day, you feel me?
Drizzle Dollars. I remember him. All right, man.
All right.
Y'all have a good one. 30. Gone.